waiting for it to start. I believe, we're starting or started already. Just waiting for it to come on board here. And I think we're live. We're live, everybody.
We are live.
Coming to you live on the Combat Culture YouTube channel. Yeah, we're back.
Hey.
It's someone a little shorter and not as wide as Harry. It's Brendan Sokler joining me this week.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Matt.
You are excited to be here,
Oh,
buddy.
I am fucking pumped. We can say that, right?
Yeah, we can say fuck. We can say fucking.
Yes. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. And we got 5 fights here for you tonight. Shout out to Matthew Kirschbaum watching us live on the Combat Culture YouTube channel. Shout out to Stephanie Sotilli, who's our moderator here tonight.
Thanks, Steph.
Jay Anthony, who already donated $1 to the Super Chat. You are a mensch. Thank you so much for doing that, my friend. We have Jay Anthony. Bad news. Fights have been moved to Triller. No one wants that. No one wants that whatsoever. But we've got some big fights for you tonight, guys. Justin Winsby shouting us out. Hey, Matt and Brendan. We just saw Jacare Souza take an L and a half, and it really sucks. Because if you're not watching the prelims, Brendan, he basically got package pile-driven while his opponent was on his back.
You know, I personally thought it would have been more fashionable if he had done stunner, but
Well, yes.
who's to say? It's really honestly sad to see the decline of Jacare Souza. The fight streak that he was on without getting a title fight was utterly fucking tragic.
Yeah.
And to see him take, I believe this is his 4th L in a row.
Yeah, it ain't good. And we're seeing the replay here again. Trying to take the RNC from the back. Jacare holding onto the fence, trying to lucha roll through it. Lands on his neck. SummerSlam 97s himself. And then sets himself up for a world of hurt. And a beautiful transition. Like a great fight.
Truly.
And Jacare just ending up getting kibitz there in front of God and everybody. But we've got a big card tonight on the main card of UFC 262. And Brendan, you're new here.
Yes.
So what we do on the show is we set an over-under on when the actual first fight will get inside the cage. When the first walkouts are going to be.
I'm guessing 10:07.
10:07
EST.
10:07 EST. Now, Brendan doesn't know, or you've watched enough UFC pay-per-views to know.
That I should know.
Yeah, that you should know that it will take for fucking ever. And I want to know in the chat right now whether you're watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, on the on Periscope, anywhere around the world where you're watching us.
Through Matt's window.
Yes, come through my window. Way down, way by the light of the moon. Come through my window. I'll be home soon.
It's going to be a long night.
It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights, and we've got our first volume complaint of the night. So I will talk like this.
Loud noises.
There we go. I think we're better now. I think we're good. I think we're good, guys.
I said that based on nothing.
Yeah, and shout out to Alex, Eddie, Matthew Kirschbaum, and Trevor Biddle. Trevor Biddle shouting us out from England in West Mids. What's up, buddy? Bruno Goncalves dos Santos, Bora! And we got Justin Winsby from Winnipeg. We've got Jeffrey Burton checking us out here tonight.
I apparently need to be louder.
Dylan Kersey saying Chandler with a 3rd round knockout. That's a bold prediction. Shout out to Bruno in Brazil.
Pointing the bat to the outfield.
And Olive the Fat Baby is here with us tonight. We are in our new studio. If you missed the Jake Paul Ben Askren show, what's wrong with you? We were having fun. I was so mad during that show and you missed it. Derek Paris saying, what's up, Matt? Hi, friend.
Hello. My Kermit voice will be appearing throughout the evening. Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Is it time for the Plug-a-Rooski?
Oh, yeah, you know what? We like beer. We're drinking beer on this show right now.
We love beer.
We're drinking Tabor. I'm not drinking Budweiser. I like myself.
So, this is a beer app. That's not an official sponsor. I just happen to like them. We'll be dropping a code for you to get free beer. Or
You
at
can
least
see it.
discounted beer.
You can see it in the top right corner of your screen, right above Brendan's head. You can use that coupon code 599214. That's 599214. Matthew Kirschbaum saying America.
I'll take it. Yeah. So we are also using the hashtag and @Tavor sponsor yelling on MMA Mania. So if you want to hit them up, let them know that you want to get crazy beers like the pineapple upside down cheesecake incident.
And before you guys start bitching and calling it a pussy beer, this gets the Matt Ryan seal of approval, and you guys know how much I drink on this show. It is commonly requested that I am drunk on this show. Yes. It is common that I am, in fact, drunk on this show.
Yes.
But the thing we do here at Yelling Live is make sure you guys know if you're drinking along with us, we want y'all to enjoy it. And that is some tasty-ass beer.
So fucking good. Also, we'll be trying out other beers that I got off Tavor throughout the night so that we do get Matt Ryan as drunk as you want him.
Well, you know I got to produce a football game in the morning, right? Like, I have to get up and I have to go to Asbury Park. And if you guys like football, last time we were on the UFC show, we gave away a football. Shout out to Tiny Dong on Twitter. He joins us on the show every month in the chat.
What was that name again?
Tiny Dong.
Duncan.
But we sent him an A7FL football, and I am producing the A7FL on Fight. So if you like MMA, the A7FL is brought to us by my good friend and yours, one of the co-founders of the UFC, David Isaacs. So watch it this Sunday on Fight. Sign up for the season pass right now. Matt, are you working on the promotion you talked about previously? Catalyst Wrestling? Yeah, Catalyst Wrestling. You can watch it every Wednesday at 7:30 right before AEW Dynamite on Fight for absolutely free. And, you know, I have some things in the works, guys. If you want more of Matt Ryan on your program, if you want Matt Ryan live and in living color on the internet, and you know what, Brendan, seemingly if you also have Samsung TV Plus, you may actually see more of Matt Ryan very soon doing what he does best, and that's yelling.
We'd love to see it. I'm actually about to crack open our second beer. This is from Tradeblog. It is from their barrel series. It's a pecan pie beer.
Ooh.
Aged in brandy barrels.
That sounds amazing. Alex Eddy is the one that suggested 5 hours ago in the chat that I be drunk for the broadcast.
Yes. Well, this has 14% alcohol by volume, so we'll get them there. Steph, you want some beer?
Yes.
Great.
The answer will always be yes.
Great.
Gonna move that towards you a little bit more, pal.
Oh, fuck me sideways. That's good. Yeah.
And this is the kind of atmosphere we have on the show. They're saying you're a mute mime. I think it's the microphone being a jerk. So I'm gonna fix that, and that should be good to go.
I am a Muppet, not a mime.
Yes.
How dare you?
Don't say that word. He will come.
What, Muppet?
Don't say the word.
Say the word Muppet.
Red Skeleton?
Yes, Red Skeleton. Biggie Smalls, no, if you don't know, Danny White allegedly is in charge of the show now.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Yeah, and I've not seen him since I've moved.
Right.
But I know he's out there.
He's always out there.
The last time we saw him wasn't good.
No.
I think he might have started a super church.
That's terrifying.
It's better than a mega church. It's like the cousin of a mega church.
Is it like a fight church? Remember that? That was a thing.
And why not Ramirez saying, I live in Atlanta, so I already see as much Matt Ryan as I can see. I'm sorry.
It's a beautiful thing.
And guys, be nice to Brendan.
Be
I
nice
know
to
the
me.
inclination is beat up the new guy.
Steph.
Thank you.
Or I will block you.
Yeah.
Alan Epstein, hopefully the dog is still with you. She's around here. She's just meandering around the studio.
She's defending us from Dan A. White.
Yes. And also, guys, if you want me to do my freak fights, I have some meetings coming up with some people about some things. And if you know what the words YMB mean, this is one of those situations. And I want my freak fights.
Young
and I'm going to
monkey
get my freak
balls.
fights. No, close though. I'll tell you off the air. And shout out to PJ Simpson, who is Tiny Dong on Twitter, donating $10 to the cause.
$10,
You are
baby!
a mention, sweetie. Thank you, PJ, for doing that and being a part of Yelling Live here on Combat Culture and across the Combat Culture Network. I like that. Yelling Live. It's good.
That's good.
Like, it makes you think of like a gorilla holding a baseball bat.
I tend to think of gorillas holding baseball bats whenever I hear loud noises.
Well, that's because of that Bugs Bunny cartoon from many moons ago.
I've been traumatized for life.
Harry's not with us this show. Brendan's joining us this show. But you can still follow Harry all across social media.
He's around, being funny, doing amazing things.
But let's run through this card once again. It's Shane Burgos starting us off in what might be a half hour here on the main card of UFC 262.
Might be 3 minutes. The flash knockouts that Edson Barboza can pull off.
That's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, Shane Burgos versus Edson Barboza. We'll break down that fight right before the start of it. King James saying Tony will be victorious tonight. Adam Charles, you're asking for a simple shout. Adam Charles asking for a simple shout out.
Simple. Adam Charles.
And why not Ramirez? Good gorilla versus Bigfoot. Now, are we talking about your standard gorilla, or are we talking like a Magilla gorilla?
Or a Mighty Joe Young.
That is, a Mighty Joe Young. It's not King Kong.
No.
But it's in that family.
The middleweight of the gorilla division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy for it. The 185ers.
Yeah.
Just right in there.
Yeah.
Just right in that conversation.
In there under the radar.
Not like a Jan Blachowicz, just like right under there.
I'm going for Bigfoot. I mean, I imagine he's so elusive that his defense is just unparalleled. Like Silva in his prime, ducking and weaving.
That's a fair one, but I gotta give the gorilla a little bit of a height advantage. Whenever we think of Bigfoot, we think of him as what, like 6'5", 6'6"?
Oh, I always think of Bigfoot as like 9 feet tall. But I haven't watched that Hulu documentary about,
But that's the thing is like we know how big gorillas can get, and an idea of mythical gorillas such as a Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah.
Or your got your King Kongs.
Yes.
But when you get into that, the gorillas have so much strength. Mm-hmm. They can pass a USADA test. Mm. And it's more of the, just making sure that's how it goes and just keeping it together. And if you guys are saying it's pixely, we're trying a new camera system tonight. So some things we're trying to get used to it. We have new lighting. We have new stuff. So as we build this show out.
We may be talking gorillas and Bigfoots, but bear with us.
Yes. Because we're still getting a new studio set up here. PJ Simpson saying, anyone on Dubronx tonight, or is that just me? Yeah, this main event tonight, Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira.
I can't call it.
I was on SBR with Lee Martin, our good friend Lee Martin, on SBR picking the UFC fights this weekend. And shout out to Jeffrey Burton who donated $2.99 to the cause.
You're beautiful. We love you.
And the 86er, hey buddy, good seeing you. Glad to have you here with us. There's always a guy who's always in the chat, but it's so hard. But
yes.
I picked Michael Chandler.
You picked Michael Chandler.
I picked Michael Chandler.
Even though most finishes in the UFC tied for it in Charles Oliveira.
Former 3-time Bellator champion.
You can't argue with stats like that.
You can't argue with stats like that. He went up against both Pitbull brothers.
Yes.
Patricio and Patricky. And I have interviewed the Pitbull brothers before. And if you bring up Michael Chandler, you might as well have called their mother a whore.
Do they go off the leash?
Yeah. Get out of my house.
We have fun here. No, my heart and head have been flip-flopping all day on this because also Bronx. Come on,
he's
New
a
York.
bad motherfucker, man. And the co-main event too, Beneil Dariush versus Tony Ferguson, and Dariush is the favorite walking into the fight,
which is madness considering how much Tony was streaking. He seemed unfuckwithable, as the youth say. It's really something wild, but Dariush has been showing up.
Dariush is a bad motherfucker. Ferguson coming off of 2 losses back-to-back, ending one hell of a winning streak. But it's hard to go up against Dariush in that.
You know what? I got a spicy take. My money might be on Ferguson.
That's fair.
I'm
never gonna say you shouldn't bet on Tony Ferguson. I would be an even bigger asshole than I am now if I said straight up, do not pick Tony Ferguson.
I am going to bet some of my Dogecoin on Tony Ferguson, but the way I feel about the outcome of that fight is just as volatile as my goddamn Dogecoin.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. And Justin Winsby saying, and if he doesn't, said Tony will win tonight, and if he doesn't, I'm going to be sad.
Well, I hope he considers that at the very least.
Yeah. And let us know what time you think the main card is going to start tonight. It is officially 10 o'clock in the Eastern Standard Time Zone here at the studio.
I'm feeling way less good about my 10:07 prediction.
Right now, you know what? I'm going to say 10:14.
Ooh. spicy. This beer is so fucking good.
Really?
If you kids are not logging onto Devore and getting yourself the craziest fucking craft beers, you're just making a mistake.
And that is TAVOUR. That is Tavor, and you can use the code 599214. That's 599214.
Get a little money off. Get cheaper beer. Maybe even get a free beer. I don't know how much the discount code is because they're not an official sponsor yet.
Yes.
So fucking tweet at them so they get us more beer so I can get Matt Ryan drunk.
Yes.
Damn it.
Get Matt Ryan drunk. That's the hashtag of all hashtags this year.
Those who have been inquiring about Olive the Fat Baby, she
Yes.
is underneath the table and letting us know what's up.
And you can follow Olive on Instagram at Olive the Fat Baby. Shout out to Tyler Lee donating $5 to the cause. Too lit, saying, I felt that Tony was off in the Gaethje fight. I'm happy and hoping he's getting back to his old self. That's a fair question.
It is a fair question. I personally, in my heart and in my head, believe that Tony Ferguson is the type of fighter that watches tape, that really evaluates what has happened in his last two losses, and hopefully has gotten his head on straight. Maybe talk to a sports psychologist. We don't know what necessarily has Tony losing, but honest to goodness...
Well, he's going up against guys like Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, it's not like he's facing tin cans. It is killers that he is fighting.
Shout out to Simon H. donating $10 to the cause. Yeah, and that other loss to Charles Oliveira, to Du Bronx.
Yes.
So that gives him a big edge walking into the fight with Chandler tonight. He went up against Ferguson, a former interim lightweight champion.
Yes.
A legit killer at 155. Shout out to Billy Vaughn from Liverpool shouting us out tonight. And Simon H. donating $10 to the cause.
Thanks, Simon. We love you. I'm excited for these fucking fights tonight.
Too lit saying he didn't throw any of his weapons, though, is all I'm saying. He felt off in super reserve, but that could also be bouncing off of that loss. And also, let's remember the fact that he was snake bitten so many times in his quest for the 155 title, and that injury before the Khabib fight, right before guardrail gate, was a big problem.
I mean, and I can imagine, and this is just me extrapolating, but Tony Ferguson might also be a bit of a superstitious man.
He might be.
He's not Duck. He's got a lot of strong beliefs and things. And I'm wondering if, after all those times being snake bit, if he was starting to really just doubt maybe the world's fucking against him.
That is possible. Like, that is definitely possible.
When you have the type of freak injury that he had, it's gotta honestly mess with your head. And speaking as someone who's had a leg injury, it's not something you recover from easily. It is something where you are doubting your movements in ways after for years. So it is really probably a matter of him getting his confidence back and getting a big win, which I think he is going to get tonight.
And also, Brendan, you got your injury mule kicking, so you understand better than anybody walking into a situation where you feel like you can't win, but you try it anyway.
A mule.
Yeah.
It's really not a good thing. Animal cruelty is bad.
It is.
I was drunk. I regret nothing.
One hell of a St. Swithin's day. C4 San Diego saying Tony going to make the news after he retires. That's a little harsh.
Not happening.
Not great. Not a great thing. But that we've seen Tony Ferguson have mental health issues in the past. I believe he's recovering from that, and that state of mind he has to go into. It's kind of like Mike Tyson when he stopped fighting.
Yeah.
And he's like, that part of me, that warrior inside of me, it didn't come out.
Right.
And I don't want it to come out, because when that happens, bad things happen.
Right.
That'll fucking be. Philip Watt saying Tony went back to the basics, and that is possible.
Dana White privilege.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson said at the press conference, Dana White privilege. It's a good one.
It's clever. It's clever. I like it. Much like I like John Anik's mustache. I think we gotta respect the game.
He's got mid-2000s third baseman face.
Truly.
Yeah, like, he looks like a young JT Snow.
He looks like Rafael Palmeiro wishes he could.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks.
Tyler Lee saying, I'm watching Mick Foley and Wade Wilson. So,
I'll take it.
first fat joke of the night.
Drink.
Mazel tov.
Mazel. Pecan pie, brandy barrel aged.
That
hot
sounds fantastic.
Diggity fuck.
And-
Oh, Matt, you're. Oh, take,
yeah, no.
take the final sip. Have some beer with me. Some other beer. More beer.
Jay Anthony asking, didn't watch the press conference. I have a life. We have like it's nothing against watching UFC press conferences. It's just my life lately has been
Cuckoo banana pants.
yes, and we're muzzle. Shout out to Steve Foley saying the new sound of the UFC. Matt Ryan, C4 San Diego donating $5 to the cause. I missed Nate and Leon on this card. Oh my God, we were denied Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards. And that is infuriating.
It's a real boner killer.
Yeah. Not good. Not
No,
fun. Not
no.
nice. That is the opposite of what you want.
It's very rude. Now, Matt, for those who don't know, can you run down what the situation was that led to that?
I believe it was COVID protocols and possibly some training injuries. Like Leon Edwards is snake bit. The
Yes.
problem is just not good. Just like
Yeah.
it's every opportunity Leon Edwards has had, it's been pulled away from him. And this was a star-making fight for him. Not getting a chance at Masvidal, not getting all these other chances to fight a top guy.
It's unfortunate because he's got the look, he's got the power, he's got the prowess. He is really quite a contender, but isn't that fucking good?
It's really good.
Oh, it's really good. Get your shit on Tavor. Use our discount code. It's sexy. But Leon Edwards is the real fucking deal if he can get past luck.
Yeah. And Luck is the hardest motherfucker to beat.
Yeah, I hear it be a lady tonight. Anywhoozle, we're waiting for the card to start, and my prediction of 10:07 is slowly drifting away as it's 10:07 presently.
Yeah, you're kind of fucked on that, pal.
Ow.
Shout out to Jonathan Roncone. Philip the Wise asking, do you think this pay-per-view breaks 500,000 buys? I say it goes right under it. I say 450. I'm going right at 450.
I'm gonna be a dick and go 475.
Tyler Lee saying Nate is washed. Justin Winby asking Nate or Edwards. I would go at Leon Edwards.
Really? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about the Diaz brothers. I really like their fighting style, but they are not in the octagon enough. There are people putting in the reps, and nothing beats fight time in terms of practice.
Yeah.
It is a different animal once you get in there. So, yeah, I'd probably go with Leon Edwards, but I would be 0% surprised, motherfuckers, if Nate Diaz pulled it out.
And if people are talking about the video quality, we're sorry. We're dealing with what we can deal with. We're trying to get our new cameras and lights all fixed. We actually got our lights at like 5 o'clock today. They
Sexy.
came to the studio at like 5 o'clock, so we were rushing trying to put together. Jeff M. saying, are y'all broadcasting from the International Space Station? We are not. And yeah, that's always a fun thing. That made Steph laugh, so drop the frame rate.
If you
down
make
a bit.
Steph laugh, I will drink.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like they'll drink regardless.
But I'll drink
I don't
more.
appreciate being a pawn in your game.
Sorry!
Alex Eddy hyped for the homie. Toker88 in California. C4 San Diego saying, I'm just happy you have Sokler, no Schaub. That's the right Brendan.
I'll take it, and cheers.
And we apologize for it being pixely, guys. Just imagine where you're watching us on a VHS tape. Like, that's where it is. We're trying to get all these cameras and new stuff situated.
We can just be making 90s references, make you feel like it's a VHS. Did you hear that new Ratum album? 'Twas a banger. They didn't say that shit, nor did they say 'twas in there. Fuck.
Jonathan Roncone saying, say hi to Captain America on the moon over there. We get it, guys. We're in a cartoon tonight. We're coming to you live from Mars, where the man from Mars, they're eating cars.
I'm retconning our location as on Mars. Greetings from Mars, bitches!
No one knows where the studio is.
You're welcome.
Tyler Lee saying, Tyler Lee has donated $1 million. Note for the cause.
That's really exciting.
If someone donated $1 million,
I can finally
right now.
quit my job as an underwater basket weaver. Thank fuck.
And if you haven't checked it out already, I'm Matt Ryan, and you can follow me on Twitter at mryanconsulting. You can follow Brendan Sokler on Twitter at Brendan Sokler, and you can
It's
also
my name.
follow the very lovely and very talented Stephanie Sotilli on Twitter. I was getting to that, Steph. At Steph Sotilli.
I didn't say
It
You know,
doesn't
like,
happen without her, people.
It does. Oh, I thought you were giving me the, like, get to it, fat boy.
There's a Mars pillar that is blocking Steph
Yes.
from our eye line.
Yes,
as
in our
we are
open
on
concept
Mars.
space colony. Philip the Wise, you know what? Looking on the bright side, I'm not going to say his comment because I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, you know, the new studio has way better internet. I'll say that at the very least. But yeah, follow Steph on Twitter at StephSotilly. She does a lot of good work. She's the one in the chat making sure all of you guys are having fun and are being engaged. And also, if you want to buy the pay-per-view and watch along with us, you can click the link. You can do that by clicking the link in the description.
And
Cute moderator.
Yes, you're
And-
cute moderator.
Said I sound cute, and I told them they're 1,000% right.
You fucking jabroni.
10 out of 10.
we're gonna drink.
She is a very attractive woman.
Indeed. But you can also mute the pay-per-view feed and
Yeah.
just listen to us.
Exactly.
We'll be talking a lot more about beer and saying the word fuck and talking from Mars. And don't you want your commentary to be from Mars?
That's, you know.
Hashtag goals. Let's talk about this first fight a little bit, Matt. Edson Barboza, some people, mainly me, would call him the Uriah Hall of this division. He is truly a highlight reel knockout artist who, when he gets to higher prowess fighters, sometimes it
Yeah.
happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, he
Who's
is not.
to say?
He's not able to rise up in competition. Let's take a look at the last 5 of his 7. Dan Ige, Paul Felder, Justin Gaethje, Kevin Lee, and some guy named Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Did he win that one?
I believe that Khabib won that fight by a considerable margin. And you know, his last fight was a win over a common opponent between him and Burgos, Makwana Mirkani. Burgos faced off against him at Madison Square Garden and knocked him the fuck out.
My God.
So, you know, kind
MMA math adds up to nothing.
of Justin Winsby asking, how drunk is Brendan?
Drunk enough to party with it.
Once he gets monosyllabic, it's just going to get bad. Yeah, like, I'm not going to be the drunk on this show now.
Absolutely not.
That's a change.
He tagged out. I tagged in.
Philip the Wise saying Khabib beat him for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That scans.
And also, if you want to bet on this fight through our friends over at DraftKings, click the link in the comments section right now. Logic Win saying, I think Burgos gets the win. That, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going with Shane Burgos here too. But Edson Barboza, the only fighter in UFC history with a knockout by the body, head, and leg kicks. Tied for the second most knockouts
He
by
got
kick
a
on
knockout
knee.
with leg kicks?
Yup, in UFC history with 5, and he's got 12 wins by knockout.
Goodness gracious, Great British Baking Show. That is some crazy shit there, Matt.
Dylan Kersey saying, I'd pay for this commentary before I'd pay to watch Jake Paul fight. Keep up the good work, Brendan and Matt. Total sellout. Spelling sellout with the uncommon 3 instead of E, saying Matt's way cuter.
I could have seen that with the $. This feels like a missed opportunity. Just saying. Step up your game. Edson Barboza.
And it's 10-14, and the first fighter has made it to the octagon.
Yes, sir.
I have won. I have won on the top. I got it exact. For once, I'm right on this show.
Do you know what your prize is?
What's that?
You have to drink.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Can I get a soda pop from the studio kitchen, please?
Oh my God.
Or Gatorade.
Fun fact, I personally think Edson Barboza is going to lay the smacketh down, as one Dwayne The Rock Johnson would say. I think he's going to pull this one off, and that's partially because I know a lot more about Edson Barboza's fight career than I do to Shane Burgos. Not biased.
Let's take a look at
At
Burgos.
all. Let's talk about him.
It's been 11 months since we saw Burgos inside the octagon, coming off a decision win against Josh Emmett. And then we've got a decision loss to Josh Emmett. That ended a 3-fight winning streak that featured 2 stoppage wins and a split decision win over Cub Swanson.
A split decision win over Cub motherfucking Swanson.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yeah, and the split decision, that's kind of weird though, because Josh, no insult to Cub Swanson.
No.
Not the upper echelon fighter that Edson Barboza's faced off against.
It's very true, but I love Cub Swanson. I stan Cub Swanson. He's a gamer. He will fucking go. We have to
C4 San
appreciate
Diego saying, I would bet on youth in this fight. And Steve Foley donating another $5 to the cause. The Diaz brothers might not be in the cage. They're not in the cage enough. They may not be in the cage enough, but they're fucking savages.
This is very true, but in my opinion, nothing makes up for fight time, baby. How many years has Nick been laid off? He's had 2...
At least half a decade.
Yeah, truly. I mean, I think his last fight was against Anderson Silva in 16.
Yeah, and that was a whole...
And that was him coming off another layoff of, what, 3 years?
Give or take. Yeah, he has a lot of PTO time that he just uses up over the course of his career. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Burgos 30, Barboza 35, both in at 5'11" and 146 pounds. Burgos with the slight half-inch reach advantage. Brendan 75.5 to 75, and it's one of my favorite parts of the show.
Reach advantage. We're talking about arms. Edson Barboza has motherfucking legs for days. He's like that Kid Rock song that was totally original in his.
And Bruce Buffer looking like the Russian tea room interior, a beautiful blue gold leaf jacket that you would probably buy for $59.99, like right in Canal Street.
Oh, absolutely. He has a jacket game that I merely aspire to.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Buffer bringing the fucking heat. We're about to begin this fight. They both look so serious. Why won't they just have fun, Matt?
Because they're about to try to beat the shit out of everybody.
I forgot about that. Edson Barboza looking fucking ripped, man.
Good Lord.
You could grate cheese on that man.
Cheese, you can grate diamonds on that man's chest.
But that would make for shittier nachos, man.
Well, they'd be richer nachos. You could sell them in Midtown
real.
East. Go to the circuit, that shit.
I believe my time selling nachos and meatpacking was definitely diamond nachos.
Shout out to the nearly 300 people watching us across the Combat Culture Network. If you're enjoying the show, guys, and you want more people to watch the fights along with us, please head on over to your favorite social media platform. Link this in the channel. Tag Brendan. Tag myself. Tag Stephanie Sotilli. Add Steph Sotilli on Twitter. And, let people know you're enjoying the show, that you're a part of this. And we're so thankful for all the donations we've gotten so far to the super chat. And also, if you want some cheap beer, that's very fanciful beer, take a look at the code right above Brendan's head to save money from our friends over at Tavor, and let them know on social media that Matt and Brendan sent you. Mike Beltran is your official. Matthew Kirschbaum saying he's shredded like a julienne salad. That's a good one.
Fantastic.
And broadcasting live from our 2010 Motorola Razr, round one has begun inside Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. Burgos leading with a left low kick from Burgos. Low kick from Burgos, chopping down the tree.
Oh, those are Barboza hitting him with the leg kicks.
Barboza with the leg kicks.
4 leg kicks in 15 seconds, taking out that lead leg and peppering him.
Burgos eating a right hand from Barboza and another leg kick from Barboza, using that inside leg to take the outside leg. Veered up on that one as Mr. Softy's coming his way by the studio. Right hand, Barboza tries to go for a spinning kick. Looked like he might have got caught spamming leg kicks like he's playing UFC 4. 1-2 combination by Burgos as Barboza trying to find a rhythm here with those leg kicks. Now using that inside to go after the outside. Right shot from Burgos to the jaw.
Get that many leg kicks. It is honestly very difficult to move around. You can't find your range in the beginning of the fight when you have no fucking legs. Edson Barboza utilizing those leg kicks like Forrest Griffin in a fucking title fight.
And Burgos going upstairs, downstairs, left, right combination. Left hook, right hook to the body. Barboza throwing a beautiful left jab, leading with that left, but cocking that right punch to the body, landed by Burgos. 3:44 left to go in round number 1.
Burgos is finding his distance and landing fucking hands, repeatedly tagging Barboza here.
Barboza's back to the octagon, left-right combination from Burgos. Barboza back to the octagon, pacing and circling as Burgos throws a right hand but eats a combination body to the head from Barboza. Leg kick missed. Barboza getting hit with a jab from Burgos on the jaw. Left hand thrown by Burgos. Trying to find an opportunity with 3:15 left to go in round number 1.
We are watching a fucking war right now. We have 2 guys that are absolutely landing on each other.
That left jab from Burgos. Barboza going for a quick 1-2-1 combination. Spinning back heel kick. Caught by Burgos.
Up against the cage.
Barboza pressing up against the fence now, trying to find a way out of it is Burgos, who had Barboza against the fence, but that right arm slipped into a dangerous spot. Another leg kick by Barboza with 2:47 left to go in the round.
So elusive, you could not hold him up against the cage if you tried, which he did.
Back in the center of the octagon, 2:39 left to go in the round. Left hand missed by Burgos, loading up with that jab. Basically a hook. Body kick by
Big
Barboza.
Body kick, Jesus.
That left shin cracking the ribs, and you can see it's not a laceration on Burgos' head, but some swelling, a reddening, and a punch right to the ribs, and Barboza in trouble. He ate that one, but he felt it, and spamming another leg kick is Barboza. Straight left by Burgos.
Big shots from both men. This could end early. Finding distance is Burgos getting a combination.
Right, left, right to the body. Both men standing in the center of the octagon. Another left hook. Barboza looking a little swollen in the face, looking tired with 1:52 left to go in the round. Just trying to find a way to survive. Started off hot and heavy, Brendan, but now in a bit of trouble. Right shot by Burgos.
That
on the
one
jaw.
hit him. That kick rocked him.
Low kick missed again by Barboza. Burgos finding a rhythm with his jab. 1-2, great boxing shot to the body, but Barboza throwing a left
Barboza
hook.
has an answer to that.
He does, but that 1-2 combination, getting in there, moving out, that's the movement. That's that half-inch of reach right there, creating that level of space. But both guys throwing hands here.
Both
Straight
guys
lefts from both
landed
fighters.
hard. Big body shots and shots to the face throughout this spinning back kick.
Spinning back kick to the head. Barboza missing it, but landing some wild lefts and rights on a combination to the face of Burgos with 1:05 left to go in round number 1. And Barboza rocks Burgos with a left hand. He's got to put the pressure on here with under a minute to go.
Not
Burgos
following
got him.
through.
Burgos was staggering. Barboza with a right shot to the jaw, trying to take out Burgos here in round 1. The tide has turned. The veteran trying to go for the win. Low kick by Barboza. He has to keep using that to set up the jab. 39 seconds left to go. Burgos' leg just straightening out on a leg kick. 34 seconds missing the leg kick was Barboza.
You could not pay me to be Burgos' leg right now. Just hacking away at it.
And let's take a look here. 21 punches by Barboza. 16 by Burgos to the head. 8-2 in Burgos' favor. 1-15 in Barboza's favor in leg kicks.
Leg kick city, baby!
10 seconds left to go in the round. Feigning the knee was Burgos. Left-right combination landed by Burgos. And we will go to the end of round number 1 in Houston in what might be the round of the year.
That was a thing of goddamn beauty. A little show of respect between the two gentlemen, a little dappy dap as they go to their corners respectively. Matt, after seeing a round like that, where do you think these fighters' heads are heading into this next round?
I think Burgos is thinking more of the same, trying to keep that jab, trying to keep the fight in a boxing match. He's trying to make it a boxing match, trying to take away the leg kicks of Barboza, but Barboza found an opening, setting up with that leg kick, and we'll see replays here. That leg kick just setting up for some straight violence. Just kicked that right leg going right into the left knee.
You know the problem of boxing match mentality in an MMA fight is there aren't leg kicks in boxing. And if you stand like a boxer with that lead leg exposed, I feel like this is the in vogue thing in mixed martial arts right now, is the leg kick, because we figured out if you take their legs, you take their movement. You take their movement, they're yours for the picking.
Pretty much, yeah.
I would not be surprised if this is going to be studied as tape in many gyms across the country.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
What a clinic of a round for Edson Barboza, and nothing to shade Shane Burgos, even though...
And Barboza starting to round off with a left hook. Missing hard there was Barboza with another right shot. Left, right, caught him behind the unit. Burgos to Barboza. Left hand response by Barboza. The hand still throwing here in round 1.
And connecting is Burgos. Honestly, when he's hitting, he is hitting so hard, and yet Edson Barboza just has chin for days. CFD, as I believe the youths call it. And another spinning back kick to the body. That one looked like it grazed him. And a jab from Edson Barboza.
Burgos standing right, left uppercuts to the midsection, feigning that left jab was Burgos with 4:13 left to go in the round. Quick left-right combination there from Burgos and Barboza, just throwing hands here, being more cautious here in the early part of round 2. Overhand right, met by a Burgos left uppercut, right uppercut.
They are finding a certain elusivity that they did not find in the first round. A bit more tentative in nature is this round comparatively to the last. But we still have 4 minutes or so left in the fucking round. And they could be launching bombs by the end of this.
And shout out to Trigger D in the chat. So glad you're with us, buddy. Glad you are here tonight joining us. Right uppercut by Burgos, and Barboza felt that one and bounced off the cage.
That looked like it may have got him in the sternum. It really shook him a little bit.
Yeah, that took him out of the chest. Barboza with the leg kick, left-right combination, followed up by Burgos with a right hand. Left uppercut to the jaw. Pardon me, a hook. Almost bringing him back like Blues Traveler in 94, but both men still standing and throwing.
You fucker. Big shot.
Straight right from Burgos. That set up right there. And there's another left-right combination. Landing the left, not landing the right did Burgos. It's been a lot of boxing in this round. Not a lot of opportunities for Barboza to throw a leg kick. Body kick, though, by Burgos. Another one followed up by Barboza and whiffing like Norwood in 91 did Barboza with that leg kick attempt.
You can see the redness starting to swell up in Burgos's lead leg from just getting hacked away. It must be 20 some odd kicks that he's taken.
But Burgos has just been taking that and just throwing lefts in that. Another great leg kick there. Feigning it was Burgos, trying to fade it, but got caught on the opposite leg, and 2 straight jabs from both guys. Throwing some big hands here with 220. A leg kick from Burgos, trying to change the pace of that part of the fight. As they go back and forth here in round 2. Kick to the thigh by Burgos to Barboza. Barboza whiffing again on a leg kick.
A much more even round this round, Matt. And honestly, fuck adamantium in terms of powers. I want Edson Barboza's chin or Shane Burgos' leg. That's what I want in my fucking claws.
And then another left attempt by Burgos, not landing. Spinning back kick to the midsection. Barboza landing that one. Low kick and then a left hook from Burgos.
Both these men throwing high volumes of shots. I mean, this is what we expect from the featherweight division.
Yeah.
Punches and bunches, crazy kicks, and just gas tanks for days. But when you get hit this much, you can't expect to keep going like this. They are probably thanking their lucky stars. This is a 3-round fight.
2 lefts followed up from Burgos and Barboza. And the left-right combination not really landing there from Burgos. Barboza looking a little tired. Neither man breathing from the mouth, not breathing heavy. But you can see that kind of weight, that heft on Burgos. Pardon me, on Barboza. And he just tells me to shut the fuck up with an overhand right. And then 2 lefts to the jaw of Burgos.
Like a John Hamm movie mere years ago, he was tagged. You blocked that from your memory.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Overhand right by Burgos, not landing much like you're joking. Up the flying knee! Burgos eats it like a sandwich and keeps coming at Barboza, who's trying to set up combinations now like he's a safe picker. Kick to the body by Barboza.
And you can see the redness on the side of Burgos' body as he has been lit up with body kicks. He is pasty as paper, and it really does allow you to see what damage Edson Barboza
27-39 Burgos to Barboza in round 1 strikes right now. Barboza has exceeded his amount of significant strikes in round 1.
That's cuckoo banana pants.
Sorry again for the people complaining about the picture. We are dealing with
not big spinning back kick.
Spinning back kick to the head, blocked by Burgos. Barboza still trying to stand and trade. Both of these guys looking to battle it out here, as we are apologized for the camera issues, but we are trying to do a whole bunch of stuff with our new camera. We have new cameras, new lights. We tried to test it out for tonight, and we're working on it. And thank you to King James shouting out how good we're doing so far.
There is blood on Edson Barboza's foot.
Well,
is that his blood?
I would assume he might have busted his own foot open.
Well, if he's busted his own foot open, this may be a very unfortunate thing for him.
He's bleeding from the ankle. Like, that's the interesting thing. He's bleeding from the ankle.
Oh, That's gross.
Yeah, that's not great. And right now, the Wolverine 202 has also asked us who's also told us to talk louder with more energy.
Oh.
We'll try.
We'll give it a go.
Barboza is minus 335 right now on DraftKings.
Well, fuck me. What a fucking sensational fight. What a fantastic round from both men. Who do you even have in that last round?
I think I have to give it to Barboza just on the amount of strikes landed alone. Right now I have it 19-19.
That is truly incredible as we enter into the third round. In a round where Edson Barboza's foot appears to be bleeding.
And Burgos starting off with a kick to the thigh. Barboza following that up. Lunge with a left. Did not land. Combinations from both fighters. Minus 300 right now for Barboza. Plus 200 for Burgos in live betting on DraftKings. Kick to the body by Burgos. Low kick by Burgos, not landing.
You know, personally, if I had been lit up with that many significant strikes from Edson Barboza, I don't think I would be coming out as strong as Burgos was in this round. But yet, showing not much worse for wear other than he is literally painted with the paintbrush that is Edson Barboza's feet all over his calf, his thigh, and his goddamn middle section.
Hashtag middle section.
Middle section.
I think wasn't that a PBS show? Shot to the thigh by Barboza. Burgos trying to find a rhythm here and try to take round 3, but eats a straight left after barely landing an overhand right. Kick to the thighs, and now it's just a leg kicking contest. And I don't think Burgos wants to get into that with a guy like Burgos who's knocked people out with a leg kick.
To quote Jim Ross, well, how does a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest do?
Not well. Oh no, and Burgos is done. Burgos planted his leg, and Burgos planted his leg.
My God.
And rolled back, stumbled like as how he feel right now, and the ref stopped the fight. He stumbled backwards, bumped against the fence, and then collapsed. He fell. That was just...
I need a replay on that. What in the blue fuck did we just witness?
I don't know. We're going to go to the replay. Lawrence Graham saying, forget the camera. The commentating is aces. Keep it up, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Here's the replay. Right hand by Barboza. Setting it up, and Burgos, it's delayed.
It's a reverse Ric Flair flop.
Yeah, he
What in the blue fuck?
Let's take a look again. Straight left lands. Overhand right catches him on the jaw, pops it this way. Burgos is fine. Burgos is fine.
I'm fine.
And then starts stumbling back, bounces against the fence. Fetal position, face down, ass up in the Luther Campbell, and this fight is over.
Oh my good God. And honestly, looking at the amount of blood that was starting to formulate on Edson Barboza's foot, he should bless his lucky stars that he got that win.
Yeah, Barboza, I don't know what happened. Shout out to PJ Simpson donating $5 more to the cause.
Bless you, sir.
And also, you know what? Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
I'm trying to tweet more for you guys.
I'm trying. It's kind of, I don't know. There's a lot going on. There's a dog here.
Edson Barboza knocked out a man in a 7-second delay.
Truly.
He knocked a dump button into a human being.
It was honestly just watching a slow motion car crash as he realized, oh, I'm knocked out.
His brain realized he was knocked out before his body did.
Truly.
I can't wait till someone on Twitter puts that knockout clip up with the Windows 95 shutoff.
Oh, I believe the TikToks from this should be brilliant. Oh, Burgos saying he's sorry. Oh.
Let's run that one back. That was a motherfucker of a fight. Both of these guys deserve bonuses, Dana. Let's run that one back.
Yeah, good luck topping that shit the rest of the card.
And a TKO victory
but keep
for
watching
Edson
the
Barboza.
Rest.
Yeah.
Or at least us.
Yeah, watch us.
Yeah, we're fun.
We're free. It didn't cost you $70.
We try to get you free beer. Also, check out Tavor and the discount code.
Use
That's
the
apparently
discount. Yeah, above Brendan's head.
It's above my head. Yeah.
Jonathan Roncone, shoot me a DM. I'm gonna send that art out. I want to find someone to. I'm gonna send that art out. I just a lot has been going on here at the studio, but Jonathan, email. You know what? Shoot a message to try to shoot a private message to us here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or hit us up on Facebook, or I'll post an email that you email feltfundraising@gmail.com.
Or try yelling.
Yes.
It won't work,
No.
but you'll feel good.
Yeah, but email feltfundraising@gmail.com, Jonathan. We'll get that squared away and send that art out.
You see what I did there with the
Yeah,
yelling?
I did. I like it.
Fun.
You're watching Yelling Live. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler.
Hey.
They're interviewing Edson Barboza right now, as Joe Rogan is. Joe Rogan saying he thinks this is the fight of the night, and Barboza agreeing, trying to get the crowd on it.
Yeah. Who do you think he calls out if he calls out anyone? Quickly.
Title shot. He's got to call for a title shot.
Ooh.
He's Edson Barboza.
He just went, I have 3 wins, I assume. I don't know.
3-0 in the featherweight division. He feels pretty good.
Yeah, he should feel confident. He should feel confident. He looked shredded. He was amazing in this fight. He took shots that would have put anyone down. Truly, like, Shane Burgos is not a pillow-fisted man.
Not at all. And let's take a look at the chat real quick. The 86 are saying, I'm putting money on Tony. He's won me so much I can't turn my back on him now. Trigger D saying, Tony is undefeated in his last 12 fights in front of an audience. That's fair.
Ooh,
that's fair.
That's interesting. I mean, we live in the world of pro wrestling.
Yes, we do.
And there's truly something that happens when you get invigorated with that adrenaline of an audience. Maybe Tony Ferguson is just that type of fighter that needs to
It's entirely possible. It is entirely possible that is, a huge thing for him. He really feeds off the crowds, and Trigger D's right.
I mean, personally, when I do this on my own in my apartment, very sadly, it feels a lot less good than when I'm doing it here in front of you all.
Yeah, it's how we get down here. First fight of the night is done. We've got 4 more for you here tonight. Coming up next,
Juicy.
Caitlin Jukagian versus Vivian Araujo. So,
chat me up about this, Maddie. What we got?
Shaw's Daniels saying, please recognize Brendan.
Oh, that's nice. And also making sure that we have the correct spelling of my name.
Yes.
I appreciate you,
That's
Shaw's.
nice. And Jonathan Roncone donating $10 to the cause.
Uriah
Thanks.
Hall! The Edson Barboza of the middleweight division. Streaking, baby.
Dressed basically like Florida Stanley.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? In my 4 years at University of Miami, I dressed that way. Never. Derek Lewis on screen right now. God, I love him. He could be my friend. I'd like that. Coming up next, we have a big fight and we have a big beer because I'm out, so I'll be back.
Caitlin Chukagian, 15-4 with the 5th highest strike rate in UFC flyweight history. 4.36 strikes per minute. Trigger D, shout out to the U. Hey, Brendan, didn't you go to the U?
I did go to the U. It's great to be a Miami Hurricane.
John Anderson saying, you're looking different tonight, Matt. What did you do? Yeah, no one noticed. I got a haircut and shaved my beard. Like, I got a goatee now.
There was an edict from down on high that Matt looked more fuckable on camera. And
yeah.
Lo and behold.
Ta-da. Caitlin Chukagian. So, Brendan, I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't know any.
But it seems that Caitlin Chukagian's Twitter account yesterday liked a whole bunch of very graphic pornography.
Not where I expected that to go, Matty.
A lot of pornography.
What kind of pornography?
The traditional, traditional pornography.
Well,
There is
that's
no traditional pornography.
tradition.
You know it when you see it.
That's a very heteronormative way of thinking. There is no traditional
That's fair.
pornography.
What most cisgendered people would consider to be normal pornography.
Capitalism.
Yes.
Great.
Tijuana Horse Show.
My nickname in college. No, not. Let's not get that rumor started. Maddie, I'm cracking into a Bistro Grande pink guava banana smoothie from Energy City Brewing.
Is that a beer or is that just a smooth? Did you go to like a 24-hour fitness and get a smoothie and come back?
Yes.
John Anderson lives right around the block from Caitlin Chukagian. Very cool.
Well, hot diggity fuck.
Ed English saying, Matt, just do your broadcast alone? No. I like having my friends, and watching a fight and yelling at a camera by yourself is appealing to a point.
This is Brendan Erasure, and I will not stand for it, which is why I'm sitting.
You really do have that, like, I'm excited to be here energy, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm having fun. This is so good. Oh my god. Kids, check out the fucking discount code above my head. Gets free beer. It's amazing. But Matt, how is your pecan pie beer treating you?
It is very good. It is very good.
With that apple brandy barreling. Delicious.
It is quite good.
We love it. What a hell of a fight, and what a hell of a fight to follow. All right.
But yeah, Caitlin Chukag and everybody on MMA Twitter was very confused by why did this woman on a very public verified account, at Blonde Fighter, by the way, Steph, if you want to see if those likes are still there.
I'm doing it.
I mean, there has been a history of fighters saying that in their regime leading up to a fight, sometimes they have a lot of
They don't like doing that.
Yeah. So, no, could be her scene.
It could be, and you know what? It's just very random that someone just started doing that, and I also believe she was hacked because it was she was liking tweets that were burying her.
Oh, yeah.
Her
No,
Oh
that's...
my god, sorry.
Oh.
Is it still there?
Oh, can you see that from there?
Hell yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's a lot. I don't use Twitter that often, and
I mean, she should to fix this.
didn't know you could see that on there. Oh, if I didn't have a red beard, you could tell I'm blushing.
And also, you can.
She does have a type. Good for her.
Good.
Trigger D
mess.
saying, fighting and fornication go hand in hand.
You know,
It's not wrong.
the other F words. It's...
Steve Foley donating $5 to the cause. Just donate money and let me know what words you don't want me to say. Because if you pay me not to say things, it equals as much as you paying me to say things.
I think they can pay us for hating on something or for loving something.
Indeed.
I'm perfectly comfortable with either.
Alex Eddie asking, did she make a porn or something? I'm confused. No, she liked pornographic tweets on her Twitter account.
You know, like that. There was a politician that had that happen recently.
That was Ted Cruz.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Couldn't happen to a nicer
And
blobfish.
Eddie Munster with a really bad beard. Like, it's not even a political thing. I just don't like his face. He's got a face that you just want to drive a rake through. But Jonathan Roncone saying, R.I.P. New Jack. Indeed. Rest in peace to Jerome Young, who passed away yesterday.
Let's throw up a clinky clink for Jerome
yes.
Young. New Jack, an originator, an original gangster. We loved him. And the fighters are making their way to the octagon. We are going to get down to action in a few short minutes. I won't say how many because I've been very off on that tonight.
And if you want that code to try Tavor, it's 599214. That's 599214.
And they are not an official sponsor. I just fucking like them and like their beer. So, tweet at Tavor. Tell them to sponsor Yelling on MMA Mania. Please do. And the hashtag is sponsor Yelling on MMA Mania.
And that is Tavor, Tavour.
It's like tasty and you devour it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Vivian Araujo, back-to-back wins, finished 7 of 10 wins, 3 knockouts, 4 submissions, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. She is 7-1 in her last 8, currently on a 2-fight win streak. She got decisions over Roxanne Modafferi in January and Montana De La Rosa back in September. Last loss was a decision to Jessica I. Last stoppage was in her UFC debut with a third-round knockout of Talita Bernardo at UFC 237.
She is arms for days. Goodness gracious. I'm very excited for this one. I mean, I'm excited for all these. I'm excited to be here, everybody. This is going to be a good one.
And speaking of beer, Alex Eddie saying, I miss Sandman, ECW Wall of Famer there. Indeed.
You know, at one of the last Impact tapings, Sandman poured beer in my mouth.
Nice.
I can die happy.
That's a high bar. I've called a Sandman entrance before, and it was a really cool feeling.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. And Jonathan Roncone saying, Matt, have you watched 68 Whiskey? I have not yet. I have like 90 other shows I have to get through.
But
And that's due to our love of MASH on the show. We have brought up MASH very consistently.
Never seen it.
You've never seen MASH. You've never watched one episode of MASH.
I just started watching Cheers recently. It's pretty damn good.
Are you a Mormon?
Maybe.
Did you not own a television?
No, I owned a television. I just never saw MASH. But also, if you want to add in the chat, what are you sipping on tonight?
Yeah, let us know what you're drinking.
Yeah.
Caitlin Chukagian, second most significant strikes in UFC flyweight history, tied for the second most wins in UFC flyweight history, and last seen getting a decision win over Cynthia Calvillo at UFC 255. She's 4-2 in her last 6, Brendan.
Okay.
With losses to Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade. Wins over Antonina Shevchenko, Cynthia Calvillo, Jennifer Meyer, and Joanne Calderwood.
A win over a Shevchenko?
That's a pretty good one.
Goodness.
And all of her pro losses have come in the UFC. She's knocked out 2, submitted 1, 12 decision wins, knocked out twice with 2 decision losses. Drink D is drinking Jim Beam. Good on you.
Good on you. I did a tour of their distillery once. It was delightful.
Nice.
But not fighting cans. Neither of these women facing high levels of competition, and we are expecting a goddamn banger.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Chukagian 32, Araujo 34. Chukagian with a 5-inch height advantage, 5'9" to 5'4", both at 168 pounds, and a 68-inch reach for each fighter. That 5-inch height advantage definitely going to come into play when it comes to striking, trying to utilize that similar reach. That creates a situation where both of these fighters are going to have to find ways to get in and around each other.
You know, we could actually also call their reach virtually identical.
Let's take a look at the chat. Alex Eddy saying, I'm sipping lemonade because I have a hangover from yesterday. That's why
fair.
I'm pushing so hard for Matt to be drunk for me. Steve Foley is drinking Jameson. Jonathan Roncone, his usual is a Sailor Jerry and Diet Coke. It's not bad.
Not bad. I love Sailor Jerry. Tastes like cherry Coke on its own.
Interesting.
Spicy take. Steph, also, whenever you want, you can come get some of this smoothie beer.
Oh my god.
I am
Shout
on
out
a
to
mischief
Mates
bender.
Pals who just followed me on Twitter.
Woo! We love it. We love to see it.
86er saying Charlie Olives or the Michael. Well, I've made my pick for Michael Chandler as Caitlin Chukagian getting introduced. She is the -140 favorite via DraftKings.
I mean, just to be spicy, I think I'm going to be going for Bronx.
It's not a bad pick. There's a lot of I can't really pick between either person.
I'm
in
just
these
going to
fights
be
tonight.
happy with whoever wins tonight. Honest to goodness, gang, I really fucking love both these
God damn,
fighters.
there are a lot of people in that audience, and it makes me moderately uncomfortable. Just because I don't like people.
That's fair.
I love going to things, but I don't like being around people.
I fucking love people. This reminds me of my birthday party.
Yes, you do have a lot of friends. How's that? How is that?
Oh, it's quaint. And here we go with the
Round
beginning of
one.
round 1.
Chukagian fighting around the center, left-right combination, left to the head, shoulder, right to the body by Araujo. Araujo with 4:48 left to go, controlling the center of the octagon. Chukagian having to come to her, feigning with that left jab, trying to find an opportunity. Left landing by Araujo, one left-right combination by Chukagian not landing. Body kick stopped by Araujo as Chukagian's back gets closer and closer to the fence. 1-2 by Chukagian not landing, a left by Araujo landing.
Man, high volume, high speed. I mean, this is what you expect out of flyweights, is just speed fucking killing. It is gorgeous.
And just standing in the center of the octagon, Araujo controlling the pace of this fight, right to the body, followed up by an overhand left. Chukagian missing with a leg kick. 4:04 left to go. Left-right combination not landing. Or Chukagian trying to go for a Muay Thai clinch, did not land there. And now flurry of rights and a head kick missing by Chukagian. Araujo controlling the center of the octagon, spinning back kick not landing by Chukagian to the midsection.
Ooh, high volumes of strike, and Araujo landing seemingly a lot harder than Chukagian is being able to pull off so far.
Left landed by Araujo. Chukagian kind of going meh, not really landing some solid strikes here. Her hands are down, trying to go for a fucking super kick to the midsection. Did Chukagian, tags Araujo with a left, but she is floaty here. She just feels a little awkward.
Yeah, the
and
Young Bucks would be
cumbersome, and
disappointed, honestly.
And Araujo left, right over the top. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there, Chooch. Right to the body by Araujo. Push kick not landing by Chukagian. Feigning the left, the right was Araujo. Araujo trying to create some opportunities here with 3:06 left to go in the round. Chookagian gets a head kick attempt checked by Araujo.
And an over-the-top right for her troubles. Truly, it seems like Araujo has an answer for everything Chookagian is throwing right now.
Left to the ribs by Chookagian. Another 1-2 combination with the back fist. Going with the right and then the left. Another check kick by Chookagian. That combination I just spoke about by Araujo. Left-right combination missing by Chookagian. 2 straight punches that go nowhere. Much like the plot of most television programs. Overhand left landing on the glove of Chookagian. And 2 fleeting rights as Chookagian tried to keep Araujo away with her leg like me getting home from my dog.
Araujo is putting on quite the performance in this right now. Her elusiveness and her ability to tag Chookagian seemingly at will has been fucking gorgeous.
Just trying to bounce back here. Standing in the center of the octagon, 2:10 left to go. Chookagian blocking it again.
Chookagian is definitely the taller of the two and is trying to use her massively long legs to really create some distance with a couple of push kicks earlier. But to no avail.
Araujo still controlling the center of the octagon. Chookagian going for the saddest uppercut I think I've seen in my years calling fights.
Aww.
And Araujo getting checked. It was just like it's loose. She looks like a piece of paper floating in the wind with some of these strikes.
Well, you know the answer, my friend, is floating in the wind.
And then a weird uppercut attempt by Chookagian, not landing. Araujo in control. Chookagian looking tired, keeping her hands low, which is an interesting situation when you have similar reach and you have a 5-inch height advantage.
One could say it's a choice. Good, maybe not.
Leading with that left was Araujo, and Chookagian trying to go under. Left-right combination, right-left combination to the ribs by Araujo. Leading with that left, Chookagian finally landing a push kick, another push kick.
There we go.
And Chookagian seeming like she's finally getting into a rhythm with 1 minute left to go in this round. Spamming for a takedown as Araujo. 26 distance strikes landed by Araujo. Only 17 landed by Chookagian. Chookagian trying to fight out of this takedown attempt. Both fighters pressed up against the cage. Chookagian's back against the fence as it looks like Araujo's trying to go for a hip toss takedown. Trying to pull that hip and toss Chookagian over inside of a judo throw and trying to pull up that left arm and hip toss her, basically do an arm drag.
But Chookagian is honestly just controlling the arm too well for Araujo to get that takedown right now. While she's up against the fence, she is still controlling that arm in such a fashion that honestly, there's nothing happening for Araujo here.
But Chookagian has to work. She's pressed up against the fence. Araujo landing knees and foot stomps, and we know how dangerous foot stomps are.
We fucking hate them. My feet hurt just looking at them.
And a knee to the body by Araujo, followed up by another one after a Chookagian knee attempt. And you can see some swelling, I believe, under the right eye of Chookagian. You can see a mouse start to form and possibly a cut. That's a 10-9 round for Araujo there. Chookagian had to work really hard to get out of that takedown.
There's a mouse?
Yeah.
Terrifying. No, a hell of a round, and really Araujo's round. I think that was pretty obvious for even the judges. I don't trust them.
No one should. They're
No one
Texas
should.
judges.
Oh.
Texas judges are the worst. Texas judges need the most attention.
Oh, God.
Jonathan Ron Cohn saying foot stomps are so dangerous. They are very dangerous.
They're very dangerous. I don't recommend them as, a COVID-friendly greeting. Not fun. Oh, that smoothie beer is really fucking good. Matt, make a squished tomato and ketchup.
I'm taking my time here.
I am trying for you people to get Matt Ryan drunk. I just want it on record.
Don't worry, I'm having whiskey after this.
Oh, good.
Get the Uber Eats ready for a McDonald's order at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, good God.
Round 2 begins. Araujo going right to the center of the octagon, trying to own it like Marlo owned the corner in this 3rd season of The Wire. Left-right combination landed by Chookagian. Araujo getting dipped and dodged there by Chookagian, who's looking a lot more confident in this round than she did in the first round. 2 rights and then another super kick attempt from Chookagian, who eats a left from Araujo.
If she wins by super kick knockout... Oh my God! Front kick lands hard on Araujo.
But she comes right back into the center, lands a right to the jaw. Chookagian throwing a lot more urgency, fighting with a lot more confidence than we saw in round number 1.
This is a lean forward version of Chookagian that we were not seeing in round 1.
But those hands are still down, and she's able to check punches with it, but then that spinning back kick to the midsection again by Araujo, really trying to figure things out. And then a left by Araujo not landing. 4:07 left to go in round 2.
None of these super kicks that she's landing to the body, to the face, are really getting fully flushed, but goddamn is she throwing them. And the moment that one of those actually connects, good night, Araujo.
Oh, you got a tag to the jaw, and Araujo immediately covered up her right side with her right hand. With 3:46 left to go in the round, Chookagian eating a left, and now she's looking tired after that flurry. She's breathing a little heavier. She's moving around a lot more.
She threw in really high volume in very different levels, and when you're contracting your body in such a fashion, it really fucks with your breathing.
Single leg attempt, Chookagian on the ground, Araujo going for a back. Chookagian spins back onto her back, but now side control from Araujo after she caught a kick attempt, turned it into a single leg, and now trying to go to get to top control, but still on side control, and now it looks like a lateral press. Chookagian grapevining the right leg of Araujo with 3:08 left to go in the round, and Araujo trying to create space here or go for a submission, maybe trying to pull a triangle.
It looks like a guillotine, Matt. It looks like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu expert has the chin of Chookagian.
She's got the chin. She's pawing the chin and trying to turn over, or at least try to turn onto her back to pull the triangle, or maybe a guillotine. Punches to the thigh and hip now by Araujo to Chookagian.
If Chookagian's breath was fucked up before, good God, after those rib punches, must she be breathing heavy now? She's making her work for it and taking full mount now.
And in full mount, Chookagian's fingers barely holding together as punches to the shoulder and the rib cage by getting punched in the armpit, essentially, is Chookagian now getting punched in the face as she tries to maintain this grip onto Araujo with 2:15 left to go in the round.
There is so much time for Chookagian to be in this position. This must be weighing on her right now, much like the fists of Araujo.
And still control on top is Araujo. Great hooking the legs, or pressing, basically sitting on the chest of Chookagian, who's trying to fight out of this, basically trying to take Araujo to Pity City there, and trying to find a way to spin out of this.
There's also a knee under the armpit. It looks like she could be going for a head and arm choke, or possibly going in for a Kimura, with the way that the arm of Chookagian is dangling out there.
And Chookagian getting tired, having to work hard from the bottom here, and now Araujo going for a pin, it looked like, and Chookagian trying to fight out of this, interlocking the legs around, trying to go for a knee bar was Chookagian, and now Chookagian
back on her
knees
feet
and combinations as both fighters are back to a standing base.
We have a standing fight again, ladies and gentlemen.
Minute 16 left to go in round number 2. Straight lefts landed from both fighters. Left, right, overhand right, by Chookagian. Head kick attempt not landing by Chookagian.
Chookagian looks tired,
but so does
Matt.
Araujo.
Yeah, putting that much top pressure on, having to wrestle her to the ground, truly will sap your arm, sap your legs, sap everything. But also fighting out from under it is also going to take the fucking wind out of you. And now we are in a stand-up battle for the last minute of this fight.
And hard left landed by Araujo. Steve Foley saying the arm triangle was there, and it was, and now just getting tired here. I don't know how deep into the third round both of these fighters are going to go. They've gone to decisions before, but this is a different kind of fight for both of them. Really just in a world of trouble. Both of them very tired and basically trying to find a way to either end this fight or last through the rest of the round.
Both of them dreaming of that stool in a second. My God, both of them still firing off, though. There just doesn't seem to be the same type of power behind these strikes.
Because they basically had a full-blown Olympic wrestling match on the ground with 9 seconds left to go in the round. Both of them standing in the middle, knee to the body by Chookagian. But at this point, it feels reductive to throw these strikes. Both of them seem so tired, and both of them seem out of it. And you can see that swelling underneath the right eye of Chookagian continuing to grow. And we'll go to the replay here. It looked like Chookagian was out. It looked like she was trying to tap. But she was basically having... it looked like she tapped. It looked like she tapped.
She was looking into the soft middle distance where theatrical monologues live and just honestly questioning her life. But truly, an exhausting round for the two of them. I really don't expect
And let's
much
go back
of this
here.
match.
There's a tap. That's a fucking tap. That is a tap. If you
I
look on
don't
the
know,
replay,
Matt.
she goes like this on basically the ass of Araujo.
It honestly could have just been a hand motion, but also that could have been a fucking tap.
Yeah.
We'll have to have the judges talk about this and be terrible because they're judges. Judges. Texas.
Jonathan Rancone saying that's not a tap, it's slap porn. No, that was that Triller fight from a few weeks ago. Yeah, you ever see one of those slap boxing matches before?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Delightful. We gotta love it. Both breathing heavy at the start of this round. They haven't even re-entered this, but Chukagian seemingly having a bit more breath under her than Araujo did.
Yeah. And we stand here at the beginning of round number 3, 4:50 left to go in the round. Kick to the body by Chukagian as she tries to maintain control. Two straight low, just spamming left jabs. Left-right combination that time by Chukagian. Just leading with that left, Brendan, going over and over again, just trying to... She's repeating the same patterns, and Araujo getting tagged a little bit, but maybe trying to find a combo breaker, essentially.
But this is one of
her.
the things. This is one of the things in vogue in mixed martial arts right now is that left jab. These moves that not only find range, but also inflict such damage, and in a game of points. And make no fucking mistake about it, UFC is not Pride. This is a game of points. It is quite the move, and Chukagian is finding her distance with it repeatedly.
Chuk watched porn, Alex. 3:56 left to go in the round. Chukagian.
What were you responding to?
They were basically asking what we were talking about earlier, and a right hand by Chukagian, and Araujo basically paused, made sure she was still alive, and then kept coming at her on a left shot by Chukagian, who eats a right from Araujo. Araujo looking a little tired here and trying to stay alive with 3:37 left to go.
I got Chukagian down 2 rounds. And honestly, she is throwing...
I could give her round 2, to be honest with you. Both standing and trading. Left uppercut, right hook. Let's take a look at the stats really quick. 58 of 176 significant strikes for Chukagian. Araujo, 59 of 152 for 59%. That's there's this, 39%. That's 6% difference there. 33% to 39% is the tail of this fight. Chukagian's looked impressive, but at varying points, Araujo has basically stopped the entire fight.
Truly. And we cannot discount how much wrestling counts in the eyes of the judges. It is something where that top control sequence that happened in the second could have been the thing that wins Araujo this fight. And we're getting the DraftKings odds right now.
The live odds are 105 to minus 105 to minus 120.
This is a fucking coin flip.
Yep. Overhand right by Araujo, not really landing. Right landed by Chukagian. 2:33 left to go. Missing with that left was Araujo. Eating the left from Chukagian. Another left right to the right eye. The left eye. Just building up those strikes. Left hook landed by Chukagian. Chukagian in blue trunks. Araujo in black. And these Venom trunks that are very weird and look like early 2000s indie gear. Over right hand. Landed by Araujo. 2:11 left to go. Floyd Dauber asking, when are you guys going on Rogan? I'll go to Austin.
I'll
Send
do
the
it.
flight. Send location. Overhand right. Left landed by Araujo. 1-2 uppercut combination landed by Chukagian.
Brett Brooks says, I can't leave the state, which is somewhat accurate.
Very accurate. That was the whole goat incident. Glock 1 saying Matt Ryan needs a Valium. Probably.
I thought I'd win that fight.
And an elbow attempt by Chukagian, throwing them pose like an early 2000s Rap City song. And 1:35 left to go. Araujo trying to just keep this here, trying to keep the lead, trying to walk out of here with the decision victory. Lands a left on the jaw. And yeah, that sequence towards the end of round 2 really switched the fight.
It truly did, but also it is something that really exhausted Araujo.
And a takedown attempt again by Araujo. Going for a waist lock and a knee to the face by Chukagian. Chukagian kneeing Araujo in the eye socket. But Araujo still standing, looking a little wobbly, eating a couple of more punches from Chukagian.
Chukagian landing seemingly at will, but this late in the game, not quite having the power to be able to put Araujo away.
Under a minute left to go. Both fighters looking to prove this is a win. And a kick to the body. Left hand by Araujo. 44 seconds left to go. Luda! And that's Araujo throwing another overhand left kick to the body, and then followed up by an overhand left by Chukagian. 37 seconds left to go in the round.
Beautiful fight. This is honestly such a toss-up.
Left combination followed by another right-left from Araujo.
Chukagian right now, I feel, takes the third round, but honestly, the other two, I'd have to give to Araujo.
It'd be 29. It'd be 29 to
27,
29, 28. 29, 28.
How does one do math? I don't know.
And 10 seconds left to go in the round, and a shot by Araujo to the jaw of Chukagian sends her back, but both fighters keep standing and delivering. Right hand missed by Chukagian, another right-left combination, a flurry of strikes here as we will go to the scorecards in Houston.
Beautiful fight. A hug from both ladies. Hot damn, what a fight.
And swelling underneath the right and left eye of Araujo, who might have won that fight, but looking a little worse for wear.
Whatever happened to that mouse that you said entered the ring?
It went away. It was in a cape.
Oh.
It went to Newbridge.
Mighty Mouse.
Yes. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass, I've been told, so you know.
Your nickname in high school?
Yes.
Mighty Horse.
And a shout out to Mate's pals watching us on his TV at home, watching the show.
Hey, man.
Having a beverage, repping the Colts. So shout out to you, Mate's pals, for following me on Twitter and also taking that photo of watching us here on the television. And make sure to tell your friends, follow us on Twitter. Also follow Stephanie Sotilli on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. And let's take a look at the significant strikes here. In round one, it was 22-30 for Araujo. 28-20 for Araujo in Chukagian, in round two. In round three, it was 34-24. 54-34 in Chukagian's favor.
This was a matter of gas tank in round three, and honestly, Araujo really expended so much energy just holding her down, going for that guillotine. There's something to be said about it with a guillotine. Trying to use your arms like that, you can blast out your damn arms, Matt.
Chukagian could get the win here, but that triangle attempt was a big story in this fight. Shout out to Tom Clausen in northern Wisconsin, Jesse Lee from Paris, Texas, watching along. And we'll go to the scorecards here. Waiting for them.
Bruce Buffer looking like a fancy rug.
Judges will score this one 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for Caitlin Chukagian at a unanimous decision.
There's something about lasting images in people's minds, and Chukagian truly rocking that third round in a way that really secured it with the judges.
That significant strike ratio changing in rounds 2 and 3
Truly.
into Chukagian's favor really set that up because of 30-27. 30-27 is weird, though.
No.
You give Araujo round 1. I don't think Chukagian wins round 1 in any situation.
But Texas judges.
That is true. Texas judge. So, is Texas worse than Nevada?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
In terms of athletic commissions?
Oh. Yes.
Really?
Maybe.
It's fucking Nevada.
Comment in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
That's tonight's topic. Tonight's topic? What's worse, Texas or Nevada?
In terms of...
Just in general.
Yeah.
Texas or Nevada? That's the game we're playing tonight. That's the game show tonight. Alan Epstein,
Texas.
was there a tap? Seemingly not. But PJ Simpson donating 99 cents with a pile of poop with a face.
Poop is funny.
Eldred Jonas saying Florida is worse. Well, it's
Florida's
implicit.
unquestionably worse.
Yeah, Florida is implicit, especially Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. There's a dude that I really dislike down there called Chad.
Hey, it's Goldberg choking out Dana White.
He's hanging.
Oh no, that's Matt Serra.
Is
Goldberg and Matt Serra looking like the Rushing nesting doll versions of each other.
Truly, Dana's the smaller to Matt Serra, or the middle one
Yeah.
between them two.
It's like it's Goldberg, Rogan, Matt Serra.
It all depends how much Viagra you put in a person, then they grow.
PJ Simpson donating $3 more to the cause.
Thank you, someone picking up my hanging Chad reference. I appreciate you.
Texas has the worst judges. Nevada is worse according to Trigger D.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. Nevada has had so many more fights, but Texas is... Matt Schnell.
Yeah, getting ready for his fight coming up next against Rogerio Bontorin.
Do you think he and Damian Maia go to the same barber?
You have to.
It's required.
Yeah, it's required. It's a union rule. Oh, wait, MMA can't have unions. Brendan, you talk to the chat. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am presently drinking a Bistro Grande Pink Guava Banana Smoothie. It's a beer. It's a Berliner Weiss style beer. And if you go to Tavor, which not an official sponsor, tweet at them. Tell them to sponsor at Yelling on MMA Mania. That's the hashtag. And use the code that's purportedly above my head. I can't see it for whatever fucking reason, but check it out. Get some free beer. This is delicious. We've had a fantastic night of fights so far, with 2 back-to-back decisions that were absolute bangers. And actually, the first one wasn't a decision. It was the guy doing the Ric Flair flop. Ric Flair flop. Try saying that 3 times fast. I apparently can't. Coming up next, we have some truly fantastic fights. I'm personally really excited about our main event. The main event is one that I have gone up and down, backwards, forwards, and all around on, just trying to figure out who the fuck is going to win this. I don't think I've felt this even about a main event in years, kids. So please comment in the chat. Let us know who you think. I want to see what side we're on. As you can hear, Matt Ryan's return coming faster than a locomotive, baby. Matt.
Yes.
Has your mind changed on the main event? How you feeling?
No, I'm still rocking with Chandler.
Fine. I'm still with the Bronx because, you know.
Look, as someone who's been to the Bronx, has promoted wrestling shows in the Bronx, and has been forced to go to Yankee Stadium, it's their fault for why I'm not picking Oliveira tonight.
The Bronx has soured Matt Ryan on Charles Oliveira. And, Matt, how are we feeling about this Tony Ferguson fight?
I think I'm still going to go... I'm going with Beneil Dariush.
Oh, god damn it, Matt. Matt, what are you cracking into?
Maker's Mark, cream soda, and a glass of 3 ice cubes.
Good God. Steph, do you want any of this goddamn smoothie beer?
I'm still working on the second one.
Okay.
That's why I don't order beer points.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Nostrovia, everybody.
Nostrovia. What a tasty bevy. We love to see it.
And also, guys, punch the guy to your left and wake him up. I need to be woken up? Who's left?
I don't know. Do we flip it in the camera?
Yeah.
Is that you?
I think so.
Wake up.
Okay.
Wake up.
Talif Muhammad, he's here in the Czech Republic, but they won't put anything else on but Czech commentary. You guys saved the night. Well, we're glad to be here, and we're glad to be a part of this.
Thank you for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know what I want to do, Matt? Actually, I'm going to save it for later. I'm dogging
John Bennett saying doughy pizza is better than crispy pizza.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
because
that's a hard one.
Because crispy pizza, in my mind, is a fucking flatbread. Saying it.
But I like a good... See, I grew up on Brooklyn pizza.
Okay.
So I have a very specific opinion of pizza. I need the dough on the main part of the pizza to be a little doughy, a little chewy. I need it to have a little bit of a bounce.
Yeah. I grew up in Arlington, Virginia, and grew up on Arlington, Virginia pizza. So, like, there's a doughiness that I do like to it, but more so a fuck ton of cheese. Shout out to Pizza Bowlies in Arlington.
Also, L&B, Spumoni Garden, or DeFar's. That's where you get pizza when you're in New York.
Absolutely.
If you go to Sabaros, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
There's no original rays.
This is a conspiracy theory I can get behind. There is no Ray. The Ray is not there. He does not exist.
Also, if you want something to pair with Maker's Mark, holy shit, is Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Cream Soda really good? Yeah, have a taste of that.
Have a taste of that.
You hate Dr. Pepper for so many years. There you go.
Ooh. Ooh.
That tastes like Brighton Beach.
Yeah, we love to see it.
Deep dish pizza is not pizza, by the way.
No, it's casserole. And we love it, but also go check out the Jon Stewart rant on it.
Yes.
It's correct.
Rogerio Bontorin, 5 first-round finishes. Finished 14 of his 16 wins, 11 of them by submission. But he's coming off of a knockout loss to Kai Kara France and Ray Borg by decision. Also, Eldred Jones, we're both vaccinated, and we've also been tested and negative. So,
and we've played a game of just spitting in each other's mouths from across the room. So that's not going to do us in.
Indeed. But he's won his previous 4 fights, 3 by stoppage, 1 by decision, 2-2 in the UFC overall, though, man.
Yeah.
So that's kind of Wedge Fei Hong. Don't listen to fat people with long hair.
Wow.
I have moderate hair now. It's not long anymore.
You
so
know,
you can
that
listen
dig.
Lance had a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Yeah, that dig doesn't apply to you. Ha ha. Ha ha. I will aggressively laugh at whomever.
Matt Schnell making his way to the octagon. He's 15-5 though, Brendan. His last fight was a split decision over Tyson Nam back in January. Prior to that, he was knocked out by Alexander Pantoja, which derailed a 4-fight winning streak that spanned from 2017 to 2019.
There was a brief moment where my brain broke and went, he's 15?
Yes.
And then you finished the sentence. I was like, he's a very beardy and scary 15-year-old. Good God. But this fight coming up, it's going to be a banger. Let's talk about title implications here. How do you think these guys would be affected by a win in this situation before the co-main? Eyes are on them. The world is watching. They're on the goddamn pay-per-view, and they both seem to be doing quite well in their careers. What does a win mean for Matt Schnell?
A win for Matt Schnell basically means raising the rankings. It's basically a fight where both of these guys are trying to stay alive. Like a win over Tyson Nam for Schnell, it moved him forward.
Sure.
Bontorin, this is like a redemption fight for him.
Sure.
Coming off of 2 straight losses against really high caliber opponents.
Ray
Especially
Borg is no one to fuck with.
Yeah, not at all.
Is Ray Borg's nickname Psy?
It should be.
It should be. Though then Christine Justino might come after you.
Yes.
And I think she'd win, frankly.
Derek Griffin, 33. Oh my God, I love that girl's voice.
Is that Steph's you're referring to?
I believe so, yes.
Otherwise, I'm being misgendered.
The fact that
And
it's all capitals makes me think he's sarcastic.
oh no!
Aw.
I also could be getting misgendered here, Steph. So who's to say?
C4 San Diego
Either
saying,
or is not good.
Either or is not good.
this is a solid line. C4 San Diego saying, Brendan Soker looks and sounds like a regular at the TGIF inside a mall.
I love their fucking potato skins. You best believe I regular those. You know they're doing a Luther Burger there now? Yeah.
Interesting.
For those who don't know, Luther Burger, you replace the buns on the donut, and the burger with donuts.
Yes. Well, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Schnell 31, Bontorin 29. Schnell 5'8", Bontorin 5'5". A 1 pound weight advantage, 1 pound over the limit is Bontorin at 137, Schnell at 136.
Poor
and
form.
A 3-inch reach advantage for Schnell, 70 to 67 of Bontorin.
He couldn't have dropped a juicy one before this and get down to that 136.
Well, I think he had to do the cone of shame.
Oh no. We just neutered my cat. We couldn't do that. They apparently don't do that as often. The more you know. Both men in the octagon, getting jazzed up, doing a little Brock Lesnar dance as Bontorin. He's bouncing. As we approach this big fight, and I can't not see Damian Maya. I fucking ruined myself. What the shit?
And Schnell, Trigger D saying he's got Schnell. And that's a fair one. I think I'm going with Schnell here in terms of in terms of both of these fighters, I'm sorry, I'm juggling 95 things at once.
It happens to the best of us. As we approach this big fight, Carrie Hatley is our referee for this bout.
And the ring girls back in action, all of them in full force here tonight. Schnell in red, Bontorin in a dark gray, and here we go at round number 1 of our third fight of the evening. 2 more left to go after this. This one between Matt Schnell and Rogerio Bontorin. Schnell controlling the center of the octagon, Bontorin circling. Pardon me. Feigning lefts is Schnell.
Schnell looks so lanky compared to Bontorin. Like
Bontorin is built like Mike Allstott. He's all like girth and like very built up. Body kick landing by Schnell.
Truly, and I do believe that if this gets to a ground battle, I would give it to Bontorin, just with the way that he's built.
Bontorin just circling around here. Low kick landed by Schnell to the knee of Bontorin.
Finding the distance are both fighters presently.
Pacing back and forth, Bontorin.
Bit tentative.
He is very tentative. Schnell approaching, but not throwing any strikes, trying to find a rhythm. Bear almost lands an overhand right from hell. Bontorin finding a way out of it, but keeping his hands up like this, kind of in this cartoon box. It looks like he's someone in Punch-Out, and not an effective boxer stance, and a low kick landed by Schnell.
Honestly, just a really tentative round. I would not be surprised if the numbers are just shockingly low compared to the last couple fights
the amount of output in the first 2 fights were ridiculous.
Absurd, even.
And Schnell putting Bontorin closer and closer to the fence with 3:17 left to go in round number 1. And Schnell, Schnell what a wild left-right combination, landing 4 to 5 shots to the head of Bontorin, who landed in a solid left on Schnell, but then basically got pie-gouged like a motherfucker, but somehow Bontorin staying standing.
Punches in bunches from Schnell, just landing on Bontorin.
And an overhand left followed up by a right from Schnell. Bouncing around is Schnell with 2:45 left to go in round number 1. An overhand left and a solid right from Bontorin. Schnell getting hit again and takes a step back, but gets right back into the pocket, standing in the center, but yields it to Bontorin. Both men circling around,
Big body kick.
Landing by Schnell. Now feigning that left is Schnell with 2:21 left to go in round number 1. Overhand right by Bontorin does not land, but he lands a solid shot, and he needs a solid left hand from Schnell. Both of these guys throwing leather here in round 1, and there's a little bit of a cut over the left eye of Bontorin as he looks tentative, almost pressed up against the cage, and Schnell tried to lay on him, but nothing came out of it.
Bontorin is throwing with such power, such popping of the hips, but maybe overextending himself, leaving himself open for Schnell.
150 left to go in round number 1 here in our third fight of the evening. That's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan. Stephanie Suktilli is your moderator. All of the fat baby meandering around the studio. Schnell getting hit with a left to the jaw. Overhand right missing, and then another left. Schnell slips up but gets right back up. 91 seconds left to go in the round.
One could say this has been back and forth, but honestly, it's been
Muay
Schnell
Thai
up
clinch
until
attempt
now.
by Bontorin does not land. 1:17 left to go in the round. Schnell controlling the center of the octagon. Bontorin on the border. Left-hand body kick followed by a quick 1-2 combination by Schnell. 1:05 left to go here in round number 1. $55 seconds left to go.
Quick exchanges in and out, but honestly, still a very tentative round from both men. We've seen a bit of a higher output from Schnell, in terms of significant strikes landed, but Bontorin is also throwing with
And
such
he missed
power.
with an overhand left that looked like it could kill someone if given the opportunity. 25 seconds left to go in the round. 23 seconds now. Bontorin controlling the center of the octagon.
These are murder fists that
Yeah.
Bontorin is throwing. And it begs the question, when we get into deeper waters, if we do, what happens if Schnell slows down and he starts landing those?
If he starts landing them, then Schnell really needs to figure out what else he can do in life, because his brain will end up on the other side of Texas. And then feigning, and that'll be the end of round one. What's up? Some motherfucking fights tonight, my man.
Truly! They must have known that I was coming in for my first announcing gig with you, Matt.
Indeed.
We had to make it spicy, baby.
But in that round, Schnell landing putting out with the higher output, but the amount of shots from Bontorin just bringing some really heavy hands into this fight. And we see here Schnell landing an overhand left and then a straight right to the face. And that overhand right to the jaw from Bontorin. Great effective striking in this round from both fighters. And we've seen some solid kicks. There's that leg kick that sent Schnell down for a second, and then he quickly got right back up, but almost landed himself, eating a shot right to the jaw.
It honestly was a close round. I give it to Schnell, but honestly, Bontorin is still very much in this fight. And as I was saying earlier, the moment he starts landing with the type of power that he's throwing, it could be a dark night.
And remember, Schnell has only knocked out 2 opponents. Bontorin has only knocked out 3. Both of these guys are known for their submissions. Head kick by Schnell. Schnell landing 8 submissions in his career, 11 by Bontorin, and both men landing shots to the jaw with overhand lefts. We've got ourselves one hell of a pie fight going on here in round number 2.
And Schnell and Bontorin both throwing, not quite landing. Bontorin with a leg kick. Both men circling each other, trying to find the strike.
4:28 left to go in the round. Overhand right by Schnell, not landing. And in the chat, Mad Markian saying, dude, boy has hands fast as hell. And Jonathan Roncone is right. This is a slobber knocker here. 4:10 left to go in round number 2 of 3. Who the fuck is this guy? Well, Scott Johansson, that's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan. We're calling the action for you here on Combat Culture and across the Combat Culture Network, thanks to SBN MMA. And 3:55 left to go.
Oh, big body shot by Schnell. Right underneath the ribs. I think that's where the liver lives. Rough.
That allegedly is.
Rough. Big leg kick by Bontorin, but he gets tagged coming out of there.
And Rockin' Soccer Robots from Schnell. He got caught by Bontorin. Left, right.
Training that move since he was a youth.
Mad Mardigan. There we go. Sorry. Mad Mardigan. Standing in the center of the octagon are both fighters. Bontorin kind of doing the left-right, like, I'm going to throw punches. Didn't really land there. And Bontorin slipped when he was trying to feint punches and eats a right hand from Schnell. Big left hand from Bontorin, though. 3 minutes left to go in the round. And another left from Bontorin. Standing in the center of the octagon is Schnell. 2:50 left to go in the round. Feigning left and an overhand right from Schnell to Bontorin. That slowed down significantly in this round. Missed by Bontorin with a shot to the body. But the pace is slowed. It's an opportunity for Schnell to really kind of reassess of where he's going. And Bontorin to find a game plan. Overhand right, left, missed by Schnell. Bontorin landing one. And a quick combination and a shot to the jaw that almost devastates Schnell. And Schnell getting right back into it in the pit. It is fucking a Lamb of God show with the amount of thrashing and bashing between both of these fighters.
My God. A little bit of a wall of death betwixt the two as they are both throwing way more significant strikes than they did in the first round, seemingly.
Yeah, the significant strikes are there. The flurries of strikes and Bontorin with that left.
Finding their range and truly getting rid of much hesitation, they are both going for the fences. And by the fences, I mean their faces.
It is a lot of face punching here tonight. We're yelling, and Bontorin with a straight right. Schnell on his bicycle gets back to the center of the octagon, but it is a straight left jab from Schnell.
He had a bicycle?
He had a bicycle, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Bicycle, baby. 134 left to go in the round. Switching up his stance, Schnell doing the Shane McMahon dance with 129 left to go in the round.
And we will see if that is money for Schnell.
Gashouse saying Schnell's going to win by decision. 120 left to go in the round. Bontorin trying to feign with that jab. Left, right, overhand left landed by Schnell, but opened him up to the body. And Bontorin landing solid strikes on Schnell, trying to go for the Muay Thai knee. Schnell finds a way out of it, and both men have hit the gas pedal with 105 left to go in the round.
That was nearly the whole goddamn fight. Schnell showing his toughness, showing his chin.
Bontorin almost came in and stole it, landed a solid overhand left with 53 seconds left to go.
And a big checked leg kick.
45 seconds left. Yes,
It wasn't to the leg.
The kick with the leg.
Yeah.
He kicked his leg out his leg.
Leg.
Overhand right missed by Bontorin. Schnell checks him like Tom Wilson, that piece of shit. With 31 seconds missing the head kick, did Schnell.
Tom Wilson, American hero and amazing Washington Capitals player. Go fuck yourself,
I
Matt.
hope his asshole falls out in a traffic accident. 20 seconds left to go in round number 2. Go Rangers. Overhand left, missing by Schnell. Bontorin looking for an opportunity here to try to steal this round. Shots to the body, a flying knee attempt by Bontorin.
What is the end of this round? What is that?
What in the sweet can fuck was that as we go to the end of round 2?
The end of that round was as good as the Rangers in the 90 and not since then.
Ooh.
I'm trying to start
without,
shit.
Without Ovechkin, you're nothing. You Jersey rip-offing pieces of trash.
I'm gonna take that.
Oh, look at me. We finally get a billionaire owner and we're able to buy players up and still only make it to the conference semis. Boo for fuck who.
Oh, rude.
That's alright. At least I'm not a Wizards fan.
No one's a Wizards fan.
That's fair.
I'm from DC and no one's a Wizards fan.
Tape it saying this guy might be better than John Anik. Wow, that's nice of you.
Oh.
Better than Joe Rogan, 100%.
I'll take it.
Purposeful porpoise. This is like watching the Major League announcer. Oh, nice, a Harry Doyle comparison.
Thanks, gang. I really appreciate it. This fight went from 0 to 1,000. The first round, I honestly thought, I was like, oh, we're in for a goddamn stalemate. And then they were like, you know what? Machine gun tactics. Let's fucking fire everything
We're not
off
here
at
for
each
a
other.
long time. We're here for a good
Good
time.
time, baby! And
Here we go.
showing a little respect, a little dappy dap.
And Schnell just basically says, nah, fuck this. We're fighting now. Head kick attempt by Schnell. Bontorin changes his stance.
If you want to go for a fight of the night after some of the fights that we saw, you have to bring it up
And
to this
Schnell
pace.
just went, he was in 4-4 time on that combination, right to the jaw of Bontorin.
I honestly, throwing in such a fashion that would make Julius Smokes happy with the...
Shout out to Julius Smokes.
Shout
Ben
out to
Falbo
Julius
putting a
Smokes.
documentary together about Julius
Oh,
Smokes. that I'm excited to
everyone
watch.
should watch that.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
4:21 left to go in the round. And it seems Jacare broke his arm.
Oh no.
That's what happened.
Oh.
Right now, the live odds, Schnell's plus 105, Bontorin's a minus 130. I don't know what the fuck fight they've been watching over at DraftKings.
Make your bets, kids,
Yeah.
because they don't know what the dick fuck they're talking about.
And Schnell control with that left to the jaw, shot to the body. Bontorin missing with a wild left. Schnell with a 1-2 combination, landing with the overhand right, missing with the left jab.
The footwork from Schnell is absolutely gorgeous. And Bontorin not necessarily utilizing that much, but the front pressure that he is putting on. Just a straight Mack truck going for Schnell's fucking body.
Tape it saying when he said Bontorin, it's a major turn on. Well, that's not. Thank you.
All right.
Standing in the center of the octagon with 3:27 left to go, Bontorin with a hard right, and my dog looking at me on the couch thinking, what is wrong with you, you loud piece of shit human? Standing in the center of the octagon, it's 3:19 left to go in round number 3. That's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan. Stephanie Sotilli, your moderator. Ben Falbo sitting on my couch. Low right leg kick by Schnell. Bontorin coming in for an attack. A right hand uppercut by Schnell, trying to avoid the Muay Thai clinch.
Beautiful head work by Matt Schnell, avoiding that, and with a technical move known as the fuck that noise, getting him out of there.
Left-right combination missed by Bontorin. Smells like a Cypress Hill concert in here with 2:50 left to go in the round.
Goodness gracious.
Bontorin.
A little hockey fight moment.
Yeah, a little of that hockey fight.
We knew. We foreshadowed it.
Yes, we did. Tom Wilson's still a piece of shit. Standing in
Our
the center
Lord
of
and
the
Savior
octagon.
Tom Wilson. Big strikes being thrown, but not necessarily landing from both men. Until now!
Pinata Schnell! Schnell almost going down! And Schnell not going down without a fight!
Situational irony! What strikes by Bontorin!
Bontorin with the takedown! After the Rock'em Sock'em Robot, the combo breaker in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Bontorin putting Schnell on his back, Schnell interlocking the legs, trying to stay in this fight.
A fuck your couch combination by Bontorin, putting him down on his back. And Schnell defending with... he's pulling guard best he can, but god
It was
damn.
Bontorin hit him with the drum break from In the Air Tonight, and now Schnell just trying to bell clap Bontorin in the ears, trying to stay in this fight, and I think Bontorin with this has won the fight.
I think this is a different version of clapping those cheeks than I usually see, but was referenced in someone's Twitter earlier this evening.
Hey.
It's the porn reference.
Yes, I believe I caught that.
You follow.
I follow.
Good.
And still in that position here with 1:20 left to go in the round. Schnell interlocking the legs. Bontorin just punching about the face and rib cage. And now Schnell tried to go from a triangle from the bottom.
Schoolboy pin by Schnell.
He had Bontorin, swear to God, he had him in a magistral. He had him in a magistral cradle in an MMA fight. I love it. I need water desperately with 55 seconds left to go in the round.
Side control by Bontorin.
Yeah, and inside control here. Bontorin, Schnell trying to press up off the cage with elbows to the jaw by Bontorin, and Schnell trying to go for a head scissors on Bontorin from the bottom, and Schnell getting lit up with 38 seconds left to go.
He is looking to the ref. Are you calling it? Are you calling it?
In trouble are both of these. Is Schnell with 28 seconds left to go?
Can Schnell survive
And
this round?
Campbell face down, ass up. Bontorin with left hands, and Schnell drunkenly trying to lucha roll his way out of it. He does. And he's trying to pull the triangle.
Liver shots by Schnell. We're looking at 10 seconds left in the round.
He's got the triangle in with 7
Oh
seconds.
my God.
Broken by Bontorin. And
3,
we will go to the
2,
scorecards
1.
in this weird ass ending. Good God, I love it when people beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. Good stuff. And we're honestly a little bit dehydrated after such a fight, such output by us, not necessarily the people that you saw on
I
screen.
think I need new pants.
Smelling a little bit like bleach here at the studio on Mars.
Man from Mars is eating cars.
And eating punches is Schnell in this replay.
Schnell had such a good fight going, and then Rogerio Bontorin said, I'm going to ruin your life, your liberty, and your pursuit of happiness.
He was not Will Smith in this. His pursuit of happiness did not work out well for him.
It's like that Kid Cudi song, beautiful, tragic, and a real note on a real place and time in your life.
Yeah. And a great song to listen to on Mars, where we are apparently coming to you from. I'm going to piddle.
Go for it.
Thanks.
I will wait for the call here as we get the decision here in Houston. What do you think, guys? Should I have another bourbon? I think I should have another bourbon.
No!
Kevin Sandoval saying, surprisingly entertaining, guys. Good work. Well, you're welcome. Jonathan Ron Cohn donating $4.99 to the cause. Cat's Meow saying, loving it. If the window's not open in the studio, I really wish it was right now.
The ice cream truck came earlier.
I understand that, but the ice cream truck ain't here now, and I'm sweating like I'm in church.
Can you say, damned if you do, damned
Yeah.
if you don't?
Yes. Now let's get the official judge's decision. Both men feeling like they've won this fight. And we will go to the scorecards here. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this fight 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for Rogerio Bontorin getting the unanimous decision.
Who are these 2 judges that called this 30-27?
I don't fucking know.
Who are they? What have they been watching? What drugs are they taking?
Are you sure that they, you know, we talk about performance-enhancing drugs in
Sure.
mixed martial arts.
Sure.
Are we sure it's not in that? Are we sure it's not the judges that are also...
Well, they were lifting scores like a motherfuck. Good God, Matt!
Shout out to the over 400 people joining us across the Combat Culture Network on a very weak card. We're having a very fun audience, and we're so glad to be joining you.
You know, it's another one of those cards, we talk about this often in the MMA world, where it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this card. I don't know anyone on it. And then it's just banger after banger after banger. This is the good shit.
Yep, and another donation to the cause after Jonathan Roncone's $5 donation. PJ Simpson donating 99 cents to the cause.
Oh, that's nice.
The judges have decided Schnell gets the chair. It is Texas.
It is honestly another one of those things where I'm like, are we watching basketball? Is it only the last 2 minutes that fucking
Yes.
matter? Apparently, because 30-27 is a goddamn crime.
That is a fucking rib of a call. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that.
You know what? It's a McRib of a call. It's
Ooh.
not even made of real goddamn meat.
I want a rib.
Yeah, I take one. My friend Ming Chen is at Peg Leg Porker today, having the
Of the comic book men?
yes, of the comic book men. Shout out to Ming Chen. Yeah, what a fight, gang. So, what does this mean for the winner of this fight right now?
Well, Rogerio Bontorin has basically saved his job in the UFC.
A redemption fight and a contender for fight of the night, I'd say.
Texas judges, C4 San Diego, I believe in our Nevada conversation. Steve Foley, Matt, I was talking up Rogerio Bontorin for a while. Glad to see him in the UFC.
Chuck Liddell, future celebrity boxing judge showing up in the audience. I know him from nothing else.
Yes, nothing at all. Cat's Meow last week, so boring. This week, awesome. Well, we're glad we're awesome for you guys.
Aw, thanks, babe. We have fun here.
Brandon Torres, boxing is dying. I agree with the decision, just not the numbers they are giving. Cody M donating $2 for the cause. The judges are on drugs. Toker88 asking, how is your piss?
Oh, delightful. Thank you. Yeah, no. And it was almost as good as this co-main event is going to be.
Beneil Dariush versus Tony Ferguson.
What a great fight.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Oh,
No.
fuck me.
No.
I don't know the rest of the fucking lyrics.
Oh.
Hi, Dan.
It's nice to meet you, Dan.
That's Brendan.
Oh,
This
it's
is
a
Brendan.
Blondie this time.
Hello. Hello.
Got my fucking phone out of the shot. My assistant's an idiot.
Oh, God.
Is that a new assistant? Hi, Dan.
Do you...
What?
No!
Oh, COVID, Dan!
Put your hand in my mouth. It's
I'm
been
not
a
putting-
long
Dan, are you
time.
even fucking vaccinated?
What is that?
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
Have you not known what's going on with COVID?
Who's that?
Oh.
What team is he on?
Damn it.
Oh God, this your dog is killing me currently.
Oh, that
Do you want a shoe?
Dan A. White's shoe is being chewed on by Olive right now. But Dan, how are you? We haven't seen you in months.
No, not good. I'm destitute.
You're destitute?
No.
Where are you living?
In a trunk.
Oh,
What kind? Like a steamer trunk? Or
No, like one of those old 20s trunks that
that's a
like-
steamer trunk.
like they put on the Titanic.
Yeah. Why
Yes.
are you living? Well, you are a puppet. Wouldn't you be living in one of those?
I deserve the best. You know how everyone invested in this Dogecoin,
Dogecoin.
whatever that
Dogecoin.
fuck is?
Yeah.
Yes, Dogecoin.
No, I did not do that.
What
Oh.
did you invest in something else?
I thought it'd be good to open up a bunch of Virgin Megastores.
Oh, no.
Daniel.
No one informed me.
Daniel, physical media is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
I know that now.
How much
Give me some
money?
of that liquor.
No.
Ah.
Oh.
Ah.
Be careful about that. We don't want you getting too drunk on air, Dan.
PJ Simpson saying destitute. What do we get for $10?
What do we get for $10, Dan?
How does that make any fucking sense? I said I'm destitute, not a prostitute.
I
that what he
sometimes
meant?
get those confused.
I know. I think he means how he would give you $10, but what would you give him? If
You know what I'd give you, big boy.
Apparently foot stuff, according to Olive the Fat Baby. Follow Olive the Fat Baby on
I'll do
Instagram.
foot stuff, it's fine. If you're like having a few pairs of socks on your feet.
Edson Barboza, possibly a candidate for weird foot stuff tonight after his bleeding ankle.
Felt.
Dan.
Dan.
So
God damn it, Dan.
what do you want to tell the people as we get ready for our our co-main event?
I got really depressed because I said, "Oh, Elon Musk is on SNL and everyone's gonna make money." You know, I watched him and I haven't seen a more awkward situation than when I flashed my penis at the Roosevelt Field Mall.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, you don't do that in the
Oh no, I do it a lot.
Oh, God
like a
damn
lot.
it, Dan.
A question for you. Steve Foley donated $5 to the cause, and get away from that. At least two fights tonight had a 30-27. How do we address this problem industry wide, Dan?
What?
Dan, have you been watching the fucking fights?
No, what are fights?
Oh, God damn
What
it.
is this?
Dan.
I thought this was. Where's the slap boxing?
There's
I've
no
been waiting
slap-
on the slap boxing.
There's no slap boxing. That was 2 weeks ago.
We don't
You
have a
want-
Diaz brother here.
Since hey, do you want an industry secret?
Yes. Give me an
Okay.
industry secret.
I had notes for what to say to you,
Okay.
and instead of penis, I was gonna say fabric sausage, which is the other nickname.
Oh, God, Dan.
Written down here.
Uh,
You want to hear the rest of the names I have
I guess it's...
for my lovely fabric sausage?
Yes, tell me the rest.
What is it? The Unraveled.
Oh, no.
If you're a gamer, you get that one.
Okay.
My Muppet Mule.
Ah!
My Felt Fuck Sword. That's my personal favorite.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
My Jim Henson, very popular with the ladies.
Okay.
Shout out to Eddie G from Paris, California, and I'm sorry.
I guess it's better that you're addressing that you have felt dangly bits than the disturbing image of you being all felt and then having human dangly
My
bits.
Privilege, that's one of them.
Your Dana White privilege.
My
Your
Dan- my
Dan
Dan
A.
A.
White
White
privilege. There we go.
Jesus got manners. My Yarn Needle, Pinocchio's Nose, and my favorite, the Watergate. Good night, everybody!
PJ Simpson just donated $10 to the cause. Felt Trunk coming in.
Oh, no.
Conan, hire me, man. Give me a call.
Robert Smigel is
Get
crying
away,
in
get
his
away.
grave.
I think
He's
your
not dead.
assistant's getting in the shot.
I'll take care of her.
Oh, no.
I knew you were trouble. Look up the lyrics of that fucking song.
Well, apparently a murder of Dan A. White's assistant might be happening in front of us. We'll be busy commentating on the co-main event.
Beneil Dariush versus Tony Ferguson. That happened, right? You saw him.
Yes.
That's not a figment of my imagination.
No, I'm new
That's
here.
an actual thing.
Oh!
There's a shoe.
It's like you come out of that dream where you're holding
Yeah.
something, and then you're holding it.
Yeah, it seems like Dan's assistant was very popular for certain things. And their pants. Again.
Dan!
And
I see the felt fuck sword.
They're child's pants.
It's bigger and smaller than you'd expect.
Do I fold these?
That had such heft.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
Was that a shirt?
Is that dignity?
Dignity costs about $1.
There you go.
I got.
We should make that a
and
thing.
and that almost took my drink out.
Oh God! No
That
more
was-
throwing things.
Stop throwing things, you
Oh.
fucking puppet asshole!
Only people who should be throwing things are the people throwing hands in the octagon.
Yes.
God!
It seems certain people have found the kasabas that there were certain parts of Dan's assistant that have become beloved.
Oh no. It's honestly very distracting out of the corner of my eye when there's a naked octagon. Naked? Jesus. But we have a fight coming up. The co-main event. Tony Ferguson
Over 400 people watching us across the Combat Culture Network. Hi, gang. Brandon Torres saying, imagine if Charles Oliveira calling out Khabib. Cat's Meow saying, how about throwing money at yous guys? Well, you can hit the, you can do that.
Press the button.
The super chat button right there.
Yeah, just press the button. Throw us all the money. I'll unbutton a button for everyone.
If y'all donate $500 right now, I'll just do the rest of the show.
My left tit. Just that. That's all I'm leaving it at.
Wasn't that a Daniel Day-Lewis movie?
Yeah.
Someone may want to get Dan's shoe because Olive has it.
Oh, poor Dan A. White, naked and shoeless. I don't know what's worse.
I think the shoeless.
Yeah, you can step on
Because at
something.
least in naked, like, you're not stepping on things.
Yeah, it's very true.
Cat's Meow saying Tony's jaw is gone.
No, it looks very firm. I mean, like, lines for days, baby. You could cut yourself on it. Unless you mean his chin, in which case I don't. Who's to say? I personally believe that he's taken a bit of time off. He's gotten his head straight. I think we are in for a fight with the old Tony
And
Ferguson.
Sean Pick asking a really good question.
Which is?
Will the audience be the curse breaker for Ferguson? That was a thing talked about in the chat. Hold on! Before we get to that, Jonathan Ron Cohn, my man, has just donated $50. You gotta unbutton that button, big man.
I'm going for $2, baby. I mean, $50.
I'll do 2 too. Why not? You can just see a bunch of mediocre Irish chest hair.
Ooh, ballerina moment here with the tutus going on, and as Beneil Dariush getting just what the fuck do they put on the? Is it Vaseline? Is it Vaseline that they put on the? Yeah, getting vassed up. Got your vass.
I've seen that happen in street fights before in my neighborhood growing up.
Really?
2 women got into a fight and they Vaselined each other up before the fight.
What?
It was weird.
Yeah, the amount of eye contact is really what made it strange.
Yeah. But thank you, Jonathan Ron Cohn. But yeah, the audience for Tony Ferguson is a huge indicator. Like, that's a
Tony Mania may be running wild here.
But let's not fade Darius. 6 straight wins is his biggest fight to date. He's been knocked out 3 times now.
Okay.
That's the problem. He's chinny. He's got the propensity to be chinny.
But how recent are those knockouts? Let's talk about it. Tony's losses are recent. How recent are Dariush's?
They're quite a while. 6 straight wins.
6
so
straight
automatically, you've got a bit of a problem right there.
When you have a man streaking like this, unlike Dan A. White, but streaking in the octagon, you can really say momentum's on his side. And like WWE loves to talk about, that Big Mo is really important.
It certainly is. Only 7 of his 19 fights have gone to a decision. So,
Wow.
For Dariush. And those are the only times his fights have gone to a 3rd round.
So we have 2 absolute finishers coming into this fight. What's your odds it goes to a decision? We've had enough decisions tonight. I'm over it. I'm calling it. This gets called.
Dariush has 5 first-round finishes in the UFC.
Good God. That's impressive, ladies and gents. That's fucking crazy.
Olive caught something, by the way. Studio staff.
The studio staff, the dog has something. Just like Tony Ferguson appears to have something in him. I would dare say it's swagger.
Yeah, he's walking with a confidence.
That
he
is
walking, and he's doing a little bit of the road
dog shake, rattle, and roll.
The Dusty Rhodes setting up for the bionic
Setting
elbow.
up for the bionic elbow, baby! And doing the Tony Mania. Oh, we love to see it. This is a man who really does not appear to be having confidence issues right now.
No, he is ready to go. Cat's Meow saying someone needs to have "Why Can't We Be Friends" as their walkout music.
I would really love just a blood feud in MMA where that's what they come out to. Give me Chuck Tito 4.
Tony Ferguson is just dapping people up and just trying to take off his clothes at the same time to get into this fight.
Personally, I try punching people's fists whenever I take off my clothes. It's been a tried and true method to not get out the door in the right time.
That's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan. TC Dago saying Dariush is the man tonight. A motivated Tony better be ready. And dapping up his corner with their secret handshake.
I don't think it's that secret, as I think I just figured it out. Can we do it? Do we got it? We kind of got it. I was facing the camera. I was trying to do a thing. Fun
Former interim UFC lightweight champion, tied for the 3rd most finishes in lightweight history with 10. 4th most significant strikes in UFC lightweight history with 1,070. That's a lot.
That's dumb.
He had a 12-fight winning streak. His last 2 wins were TKOs by the corner and by the doctor. And you know who those were against? Anthony Pettis and Donald Cerrone.
You know, a 12-fight winning streak, then to go on a series of losses. One could call him the Jacare Souza of the lightweight division.
Yeah. Cat's me out saying, could you guys pass a sobriety test? Nope.
Maybe. Is it written? I don't know how to write anymore. Oh, fuck. And here we are at our co-main event.
Tony Ferguson versus Beneil Dariush. The odds right now, Ferguson is a plus 130 underdog. Dariush is a minus 160 favorite. That is interesting odds. Marathon Refrigeration joining us. Good to see you back, old friend, donating $5 Canadian for the cause.
That's cool. Some loonies and toonies thrown our way. We love
Have you ever dealt with Canadian currency?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
You know, I'm bad with money normally, but good God, when we get Canadian, I do get frisky with it.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Ferguson 32, Dariush 32. Ferguson at 5'11", Dariush at 5'10", both at 156 pounds. But the reach advantage. Tony Ferguson has a 76.5-inch reach to the 72 from Beneil Dariush.
I mean, with that type of reach, he can get around him. He can reach around him just significantly.
He can reach out and not only touch Faith, but punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah. And that's the type of reach around Tony Ferguson absolutely loves.
We get paid to do this.
We do.
I don't know if that's good for us, bad for them.
I think it can be both. Why not both?
Dariush fighting out of Yorba Linda, California, which is also the hometown of Richard Nixon. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, he might just steal the decision here tonight if it's
rude.
like any of those 30-27s we saw
Good
tonight.
criminy.
Dariush. The salt and peppery is Dariush, looking like a youngish George Clooney right now.
Dylan Kersey saying, if you're reading this, don't ever study for a drug test.
You don't study for a drug test. You go in and fail like a man.
Jonathan Roncone has $500 on Tony Ferguson.
That's a lot of money.
All right, if you get that 500, I want like 10%.
You know what? If you get that 500, I want 1.2%. Just donate to the cause.
Like 520.
Again, I'm really not good with numbers.
I mean, that's fair. Benny D looks like Michael Scott.
I'll take it.
Private, yes sir, saying you guys are the absolute best, hilarious.
Thank you. I love Mike Beltran. Some of the best facial hair in mixed martial arts.
Best facial hair in American society.
A goddamn treasure, and now I can't unsee the Michael Scott comparison.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's the ears.
Looking like when he returned in the series finale.
I predict that this will be good. Spicy take.
And we start with round number 1, Ferguson and Dariush meeting each other in the center of the octagon. Dariush controlling the center of the octagon now. Left hand landed by Dariush. Feigning a kick was Ferguson, throwing 2 straight rights was Dariush. .436 left to go in round number 1. Not a lot of striking here yet.
No, finding their distance, looking at movement. Tony and Dariush are not necessarily tentative, but just finding what the other's doing.
And an overhand left by Dariush. Ferguson wearing gear that looks weirdly like the same design Earthquake had when he was in before the natural disasters.
Truly, like, Chanel's worst nightmare.
Body followed up to Dariush, who met him with a left. Ferguson sideswipes a takedown, basically nopes Dariush's attempt at a takedown. Overhand lefts and rights. Ferguson trying to stay in this one, pushing off, and Dariush 4 minutes left to go. We're a minute into the round. What the shit?
The elusiveness of Tony Ferguson in that last exchange was absolutely gorgeous.
The way that he noped Dariush on that takedown attempt.
Standing
with the right, Dariush trying to go for the single arm clinch, and now trying to go for that takedown attempt stuffed by Ferguson. Ferguson trying to take the neck, but Dariush takes him down. Dariush has Ferguson on his back, 3:33 left to go. Ferguson trying
Tony looking for a triangle, it looks like.
But Darius gets up kicked in the head by Ferguson. Ferguson trying to wrap his left leg around the back of the neck of Beneil Dariush, controlling it, holding that in place with his wrist. And now Darius trying to avoid the triangle, but slowly but surely getting up and easing into it, but needs to press the left leg off of the back of his neck. Ferguson trying to fight out of this situation. He's on his back, trying to pull off the triangle.
But this is such a mark of a pro right now. You have Darius really bull rushing in, and Tony seemingly calm, clutching at his ankle, making him fucking work for it, and honestly making him defend triangles, and it looks like he's delivering vicious fucking elbows. There's a dog between my legs.
Olive, be nice. And now Ferguson still pressing that knee into the back of the head of Darius. 2:34 left to go in the round. Darius still in control, but Ferguson pressing down on the back of the neck with that left arm, that left leg pressed on the spine, and now once again Darius in top position. Now, because not able to posture up, Ferguson's legs wrapped around him. 2:16 left to go in the round. Someone saying I'm trying to sound like Mauro Ranallo. No, this is just how you happen when you watch a lot of Joey Styles. And now punches to the head from Darius. 2:06 left to go in round number 1.
We are not making nearly enough hip-hop references to be Mauro Ranallo.
That is fair.
Shout out to the bipolar rock and roller.
Indeed.
As we are still in a ground battle right now, Tony Ferguson defending.
But trying to pull that arm. Ferguson trying to pull the arm as he tries to rotate.
A Kimura, maybe?
looking for a Kimura, but Darius still in control. Ferguson trying to break out of it in a variation of side control in a pseudo-fetal position was Ferguson until he's back on his back again.
Truly an amazing defensive game by Ferguson, but also a clinic of top pressure by Darius. This is a war that, if you are a grappling nerd, this is the business.
Yeah, 1:21 left to go in round number 1. Ferguson on his back. Trying to go for side control is Darius. Beneil Dariush using his wrestling here to control and slow the pace of this fight down. And now, in what can only be concerned as the S-ing yourself off pose, Ferguson tried to get out of it, tried to get back up, but Darius controlling Ferguson from the ground in a what would it be if Ferguson and Khabib actually fought comparison. Darius controlling from the top, trying to control and dictate the pace of this fight with his wrestling and slow down Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson has been stymied here, even though he's put up fantastic effort. He is grinding here to avoid being stopped by Darius, who has been landing some solid punches, has slowed the pace down, and has controlled this fight so far in round number 1 with under 30 seconds left to go.
Under 30 seconds left to go, and I honestly think when we go into round 2, this may be a similar thing with the women's fight, where Darius has expended so much energy trying to keep Tony Ferguson down, and the economy of movement, the general ease that Tony Ferguson has dealt with, he might burn himself out,
and
man.
Brendan, I don't know if you saw that, over 3 minutes of control time from Beneil Dariush so far.
Yeah, I might give the round to him.
Yeah. Now, you got it. It's a 10. Is it a 10-9 or a 10-8? Can you give Tony Ferguson 9 points for that round?
I think you can give Tony Ferguson 9 points for that round based on the fact that he was consistently going for submissions. He was active. He was doing smart defensive moves and stayed within the fight. This was not a shellacking. This was top control, which is absolutely important. It is one of the mixed martial arts rules within how we score things here. But to say that Tony Ferguson wasn't in that fight would be a misstatement.
Oh, yeah. Ferguson was in this fight. He was very active. But you gotta wonder how much is that going to affect him going forward. If I can get another cream soda, that would be greatly appreciated. I apologize. I'm getting up and moving. I owe somebody dinner after this.
Oh, my God. What a beginning first round. Now, Matt, if you're Tony Ferguson, after having 2 losses and getting rocked in that round, where's your head going into this one?
I have to punch him in the face and continuously punch him in the face.
You know, that is a really good strategy in mixed martial arts, is punch the man in the face.
Yeah, Jonathan Roncone saying, if this was 5 rounds, I'd feel better. Alan Epstein saying, you two get better as the night goes on. Maybe start drinking at the prelims next time. Private Yes Sir saying, Matt and Brennan can make Olympic curling exciting. And Ferguson looking tired, body kick. Dariush following up Ferguson against the fence. Ferguson in a bit of trouble. Darius trying to go for a takedown. Ferguson pulls the takedown and now trying to go for the guillotine. Trying to go for the guillotine is Ferguson on Beneil Dariush.
It looks tight.
It's not ineffectively.
He doesn't have the legs. He doesn't have the hooks.
He doesn't have the legs, and he doesn't have it from underneath. He has a pseudo headlock, and he's got it locked in.
But that can be a goddamn blood choke, man.
It could be a blood choke. But Ferguson looking tired here, not effective. Darius working here. The live odds right now, Ferguson a plus 295 underdog. Darius a minus 450 favorite. Darius slowing down, not moving, trying to find it. You can see him breathing heavily with 3:55 left to go.
This is an effective move. We see it in professional wrestling a lot with the headlock or sleepers being able to take away a lot of energy and being sapped. But within the context of this, it is based off of that. It is something where if you lock in a hold like this, it saps you.
It slows down the fight.
And it allows Tony Ferguson to get his legs back.
But Ferguson now basically in the fetal position. Darius in a semblance of side control, trying to pull out of that submission. And Ferguson having the work here as much as Darius.
But I would still rather be Tony Ferguson in this position than I would Darius. It is something where Darius has escaped the headlock.
Yes, he escaped it. Now trying to go for side control. Ferguson trying to use his legs to maintain position. Has wrapped them around Darius's back, cradling him like a baby Bjorn, but from the bottom. Darius trying to swing his way out of it, and he does. Trying to posture up as Darius, going left and right.
Oh my God. What?
And Darius postures up, trying to get up to a vertical base, and both men undulating at each other like the many arms of Vishnu.
This is truly a beautiful semblance of ground control. Tony Ferguson trying to fight from the bottom, throwing elbows and slapboxing the ears, really trying to discombobulate.
Let's take a look at ground strikes. 12 by Ferguson, 28 by Darius.
Oh my goodness. I'm feeling a little skeptical for my friend who bet $500 on Tony right now.
Yeah, Jonathan, brother.
Sending our
And
love.
Ferguson trying to go for the choke again. $5 donated by Matt Kirschbaum. Shout out to you, my man.
Thanks,
Matt follows me on Instagram. Always a good conversation on the IG.
Darius has the head. Could be flipping over. If he can get to a side, he might be
Both
up.
men up, but Ferguson trying to go for the choke again. Darius scrambles out of it, puts Ferguson on his neck, tries to take the backs, tries to spin.
Ferguson on top.
Ferguson reverses it.
Leg bar?
Now a knee bar attempt. A figure four. That's a fucking Texas. That's a reverse figure four. Darius or Ferguson has them in a fucking figure four.
Their legs are spaghetti. What the shit is this? Who's got it? Oh, heel hook by Darius.
Darius has the heel hook. Ferguson trying to fight out of it. Tony Ferguson
Does he have it though?
In his career.
Does he have it?
He doesn't, because Ferguson trying to kick using the back of his ankle, basically using his heel to pile in.
To quote Burt Ward, holy fuck balls, Batman. That was quite an exchange.
1:15 left to go in the round. That's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan. We're both a little pissed. And it's 1:09 left to go in round number 2 as Darius and Ferguson piling each other on here in the second round.
My God, what a second round. And Darius does not appear to be slowing down.
Nope.
Which really contradicts everything I was saying in the beginning of the round.
Yeah. You kind of fucked yourself there, pal.
I really
That's why I do
did.
the play-by-play. Gives me an even keel. Darius inside a variation of side control. Ferguson wrapping, grapevining the leg of Darius with both of his legs.
We're seeing really beautiful top control exhibited by Darius as he is exhibited the entire round. This feels Khabib-esque. This feels smothering.
I said that. This is what we would have seen in Ferguson versus Khabib.
Yeah. It is a type of smothering. The ground and pound, while there is a discrepancy, I mean, Khabib probably would have been like, 600 strikes I throw on the ground. But Darius, nothing to scoff at. To control Tony Ferguson on the ground like this, it's something.
And Darius on top with 3 seconds left to go in the round, back into side control. And good Lord goddamn.
You have to feel for Tony Ferguson in this moment. He's coming in after 2 losses to straight killers, mind you, nothing to take away from him. But that type of control when you are breathing that heavily underneath the prowess of someone who's just out grappling the fuck out of you, it's hard to be entering in a third round feeling like you have shit to say, particularly with your fists or your legs or your elbows. He hits with a lot of things, is my point.
People are suggesting a round clock. That's something we might implement in the future. That might be hard from us here on Mars, but we can try to work that out.
You know, I'm really impressed with our internet connection here in that we are commentating this in real time from Mars.
Yes. Okay, heading into this round, is it tied?
No.
Dariush is winning this fight. It's 20 to 18.
This would be
20 to 18, would you say?
It is something where if we end up with a fight where they say it's 27-30, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
As opposed to the previous two. But you can't count out Tony Ferguson. The man has won against crazy
Shout
top
out
level.
to all 700 of you psychopaths watching us here as we enter third round. The third round of tonight's fight. Left-right combination. Darius landing with 15 seconds into the round. Ferguson looking tired, getting a shot to the a leg kick to the body as Darius trying to take control, trying to rain blows upon Tony Ferguson. Feigned the takedown, went for a left. Darius fumbled, and trying to go for the takedown again. Ferguson doing a yoga pose to try to stop that.
A little bit of up dog to try to block that, and a big slam!
And Ferguson posting off his neck to try to get out of this, trying to do a neck bridge with 4:17 left to go on the round. Both of these men trying to keep the momentum
Kurt
going.
Angle wishes he could. He can't.
He can't.
He broke his neck.
7 times.
Oh, good God. He won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Steve Foley, he's basically saying 30-27 is justified, unlike the other 2 fights we saw tonight.
Correct.
With some fakakta judging.
It was shenanigans aplenty, and I didn't like it. Unlike what I imagine this will be scored by, but it's Texas judges. Someone could give him a 28. I don't know. Maybe he won that round from lying on his back and not doing much.
Not dying. And now the tender love and care position from both fighters as Ferguson's feet pressed up against the octagon.
Darius looking to eventually get a tombstone pile driver if he can get to a vertical base.
It looks like the after effects of a Canadian destroyer.
Truly, this is a north-south position, and right now Darius is not finding much. But neither is Ferguson, who is still on his fucking back.
Strike lightning. Tony, the type of guy to purposefully lose to test the judge's scoring system.
Oh no. Let's hope not. I mean, Tony's crazy, but he's not Diego Sanchez crazy.
He was also the guy that was in contention to work with me tonight.
Diego Sanchez?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Joshua Fabio wanted me to punch him in the throat, and I said no.
That's nice of you. He might use the force block for that. Not much happening in this grappling exchange.
Trust me, when we're making Joshua Fabio jokes, there's nothing going on here. Side control from Darius, 2:34 left to go in the round.
You can trust when we're dicking around, so are the goddamn fighters.
Mm-hmm. And in that side control position, Ferguson, his feet pressed up against the fence while the left foot is, the right foot trying to find a way out of it, an interlock around the leg of Darius. Darius driving his elbow and his forearm into the throat of Tony Ferguson.
Jesus, if you were breathing hard from getting grapple fucked to death earlier, try a fucking forearm on the throat.
Also, Marvin Vettori versus Israel Adesanya, the next UFC fight on UFC 263 on June 12th.
That's good.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
North-south position again. Ferguson on the bottom. In control is Beneil Dariush. In control here. 10 minutes and 6 seconds of control time from Beneil Dariush so far.
This should scare everyone in the fucking lightweight division.
Yep.
There is another wrestling king coming for the crown.
Beneil Dariush should face the winner of this fight. Or at least Justin Gaethje. You know what? I want to see that fight. I want to see Justin Gaethje versus Beneil Dariush again. I think they fought before. I don't know. I'm tired.
It's been
a minute 13 left to go. Dariush It spins it around. Tony tried to pull a knee bar. Now Ferguson back on his back, trying to pull a triangle from the bottom.
Let's see if Tony Ferguson can Anderson Silva his way out of this goddamn fight. I predict no, because from a tombstone position,
again in the most uncomfortable of positions, Dariush in control. Fair enough. Trying to pull an armbar is Ferguson from the bottom, but Ferguson in a pinning combination, trying to keep this fight a little close. But it is a long, long night for Tony Ferguson, who is not the man we used to see inside the octagon. We were thinking the fans would drive him through, but Beneil Dariush with 26 seconds left to go.
Remember when I had predictions and they were all wrong? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we still have 18 seconds left in this fight for
and
Tony
there is
Ferguson.
Still hope. As long as there's time on the clock, Tony Ferguson has a shot. The former interim lightweight champion looking not like the man we used to see, not the man who had that 12-fight win streak. Elbows from the bottom from Ferguson, and this will go to the scorecards again, Brendan. Second straight fight to go to the judges.
I got Ferguson. I don't.
No, it's 30-27.
If
it's not 30-27 across the board.
I would not be surprised if someone scored one of these rounds a 10-8. That last round could have been a 10-8. Yeah. Because what I said about round 2 with Tony Ferguson really intelligently defending, I don't think he had gas in the tank to be defending in such a way.
No. This
was a one-sided ass whooping.
And shout out to Brendan Torres, who said, did you know the UFC 262 is on the same date as a TikTok versus YouTube boxing card?
Well, my will to live died a little bit in that moment. But, I think if we're back here, we'll probably be covering the UFC.
Yes.
So...
Do you guys want us to cover the Mayweather fight, by the way? Let us know in the chat if you want us to cover the Mayweather fight.
I'd watch a Paul brother get shellacked.
Yeah. Oh. I think we...
Do it again.
Yeah.
There'll be more Doja Cat performances.
I don't want Triller.
Is Doja Cat gonna make Dogecoin soar? Is there enough of a
Ferguson looking dejected. I think he's leaving the octagon?
No,
he's circling.
He has more respect than that, but he has to go deal with some shit. Now, Matt, what camp is Ferguson in right now?
Ferguson right now needs a win. This is his third straight loss.
No. I'm aware, but if you were Tony Ferguson, do you change gyms? Do you get a sports psychologist? What do you do when you were a man who streaked for 12 straight fights?
30-27 across the board, unanimous decision win for Beneil Dariush.
Yeah, I think that's scored absolutely correctly. And your heart's got to go out for Tony Ferguson, but also, what a win for Beneil Dariush. This is a title contention fight for Beneil Dariush. If not, it puts him in a situation to fight one of the elite at 155. It's not going to. It's not going to be Dustin Poirier, but a Justin Gaethje fight. A title eliminator against Justin Gaethje. A Jeff's kiss.
Yeah,
and
that's the longest active win streak at the lightweight division. He joins Islam Makhachev as the second highest lightweight winning streak right now.
I'd watch that fight.
Charles Oliveira first at 8. I would watch Islam Makhachev take on Beneil Dariush too. I honestly think the player guy won $2,000 on that fight.
Hey!
Good on him.
Good for you.
A lot of people think Cat's Meow thinks that Ferguson's going to quit the UFC.
Maybe.
And Beneil Dariush talking about Scientology in his post-fight. He wants people to get out of Scientology, I think.
Oh, they're going to hunt him. Oh, no.
And now Beneil Dariush has just
calling out Elon Musk!
Beneil Dariush has just called out Elon Musk.
I swear to fuck, Matt, if this makes my Dogecoin soar.
Check the Robinhood app right now.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Let's see where we're at.
Dariush doing the thing. Baby! So many submissions.
Hey, Beneil, if you drive the price up, brother, please.
Do it for us, brother.
Matthew Kirschbaum saying, what about cheesesteaks? Ooh, I can go for a cheesesteak.
Oh, I could go for a cheesesteak. Cheesesteak, the official, non-official sponsor of this show.
Oh, no, I've lost $5 on Doge today.
God damn it, Matt.
UFC 263 Musk versus Dariush. Elon Musk might do it.
You know, not where I thought this night would go,
Nope.
but he looks like a happy guy.
Yeah.
We like it. It seems like he's enjoying his thing. That's nice. That's nice. One more fight.
Yeah, we're going to have one hell of a main event tonight.
Deeply incredible
A new
card.
155-pound champion. This is the first
Hey,
time
Matt.
I've ever called a lightweight title fight where it's not Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Could we get shot glasses? Excellent.
Yeah, get shots for everybody in the studio here. We've got myself, that's Brendan Sokler, Stephanie Sotilli, who is a fantastic moderator.
Thank you, Steph.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, thanks Steph out. Steph for that.
God.
And follow her on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. And Michael Chandler plus 110. The money line's minus 135 Oliveira. Chandler plus 110. The over is plus 115 of 1.5 rounds for Chandler. The over is a minus 152 for Oliveira. Plus 600 for a decision for Oliveira. Plus 650 for Chandler. We are going to have a motherfucker of a main event. I'm Matt Ryan.
I'm Brendan Sokler, coming back into frame.
Yeah, hi, buddy.
Hey, both these men look like they hate bread.
Yeah, I love bread.
I love bread. As we established with cheesesteaks being the official, non-official sponsor of the show tonight.
Cody Martin saying you smell like cabbage.
Oh, yeah.
You don't.
I really don't. But if I smelled like cabbage and you smelled like roast pork, we could really be like an Eastern dish.
Fuck, I can go for a roast pork and broccoli rob right now.
So, I want to pour some into these shot glasses really quick. A little bit of Jameson. For a friend who I believe will be watching at some point this evening, if not now. Our friend Nick Mondo got inducted is being inducted into the Deathmatch Hall of
Fucking
Fame.
A, sick Nick Mondo.
Sick Nick Mondo, a legend in the sport of wrestling, and truly just a cool motherfucker who we all appreciate. So, we are pouring one into the shot glass.
Do you want the
I'll
Mets
take the
one?
Mets. I'll take the 9 Mets one. They are my favorite squadron.
Hold on a second.
There we go.
And I need my water right here.
To Matt, Nick, congratulations on the Deathmatch Hall of Fame induction, and we cheers you, sir, before our main event this evening. Salancha.
A Baba Booey to you. Jonathan Ron Cohen donating $50 for the cause.
Woo! It's like a light tube to the head.
Also, shout out to Ben Falbo, documentarian in the studio today.
Doing fantastic work.
And Matt Burns in the chat. Shout out to Matt Burns, CZ Dubs. Fucking sick Nick Mondo watching us watch the fights tonight.
It's
That's
enough
pretty
to
sweet.
make a red beard blush through.
Aw. Stephen Foley in the chat saying, I'm a huge Charles Oliveira fan, but I'm not sure he can beat Chandler. I don't know. I picked Chandler.
I have no fucking clue. Oliveira has so many ways to beat you. But also, Michael Chandler is so fast, so powerful, so dynamic. It is truly just, it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love to see it.
Jonathan Ron Cohen donating $50. I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that $50.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna donate it in July to feed the children.
I like that.
I have a $150 donation going out to them on June 1st.
And I, in July, will be impersonating children. I'm hungry.
Oh, buy you dinner.
Oh. That's nice.
And everybody asking where's Harry? Harry's not with us this show. Brendan Sokler in with us here, and he's doing a good job.
Thanks, man. And follow Harry on Twitter. He's doing all sorts of amazing things. I'm sitting in this seat this evening and having the time of my life. It's real fucking great.
Doing good, kid.
Aw, thanks, Pop.
How about you handle the chat? I'll be right back.
All right, handling the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event coming up this evening. Truly a toss-up fight between Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira. A real, just pick 'em. Sean, pick your nose. Pick the fight, not pick your nose. Damn it. All right, gang. We want to hear your predictions in the chat. Let us know what you think. I keep volleying back and forth, honestly. And you know what? Watching these highlights, you have to really wonder what happens when this goes to the ground. I mean, Michael Chandler has truly incredible wrestling, but hot diggity fuck, does Charles Oliveira have a fantastic ground game. But even in the striking, it is a hard battle. Chandler, so fast, so dynamic, so powerful. We have Yes Sir saying Chandler does a flip. I think maybe. I think it may happen. But there's so many different ways for these fighters to win. One thing that I do predict, I don't think this goes the distance. I think this gets called. We've seen most of these fights be decision wins for one fighter, and hot damn were they closely contested in some, but also, man, was that last fight just a wipeout. What a weird and tragic fight for Tony Ferguson. I want to hear in the chat what you think Tony's next move is. What do you do if you're Tony Ferguson? You streaked for 12 fights. You lost 3. Change camps. What do you do? It's a baffling thing to see someone with that much prowess fall. Michael Chandler, draped in the American flag, making his way to the octagon. Retirement. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is honestly something where Tony was dealing with some health issues, mental health issues, and if he can't get his head wrapped around this game, which is a hard game, it is a game where you get punched in the face, losing is not the most fun.
That's not what your name is. Your name's on that shirt.
My name is on that shirt. Matt Ryan coming back
Why?
to commentate. Chandler looks confident, man.
Yeah, well, of course he would. Why wouldn't you be confident in this situation? It's his second UFC fight, and he's got a title fight ahead of him.
Oh, you could call it his second and a half, as he was laying in wait to possibly be a replacement mere months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And taking a look, former 3-time Bellator lightweight champion, lost to Patricio Pitbull in his most recent run as champion.
I'm going to keep hitting the table out of spite. I'm not. I'm sorry.
He knocked out Dan Hooker in the first round of his first UFC fight.
What an insane fight that was.
Yeah, that was. His last win outside of the UFC was a knockout of Benson Henderson at at Bellator 243 in August of 2020.
What madness is that? Benson Henderson, no one to fuck with.
Yeah. And, he's got wins against Brent Primus, Eddie Alvarez, and Patricky Pitbull twice.
And this is not some Jay-Z and Nas shit. There is Vaseline happening to Michael Chandler right now. Pulling my best Morrow since it got
I believe that would be, I think the more accurate one would have been NWA and Ice Cube.
Oh. Yes. Poop.
You tried, though.
I did. Booze and exhaustion. It's a tiring job, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you're seeing pixelation, we apologize. We're trying to get the frame right and the cameras right. We got new lights and new cameras. So we're trying to figure that part out of it.
Michael Chandler stomping a ladybug, getting ready for the fight.
Our friend Shaq Mausery from Fightful predicting Chandler in the second round.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big one.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like I get rat fucked on this often, where I'm like, he looks so confident he's gonna come in and win it, and then gets knocked out. What do you take of Michael Chandler's headspace coming into this fight?
He's confident. He's been in this situation before. He's fought for a world championship. Obviously, it's a different level. He's going up against one of the most elite fighters at 155. You could probably say the most underrated of the elite fighters at 155 in Charles Oliveira.
But is Charles Oliveira a championship fighter? I mean, Michael Chandler has fought in championship fights, and it is a different goddamn game when the belt is on the line. Is Charles Oliveira that person that finally streaks and takes the belt, or is he more of a Cowboy Cerrone of the division? Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
You know what? It's hard to say. Shout out to Heat Rider first and foremost, who won his first jiu-jitsu tournament today.
Oh, congrats!
Jake Hall asking who's all drunk to drive to Buffalo. I don't think anybody would want to drive to Buffalo.
We don't condone driving to Buffalo.
Or driving drunk.
I said what I said.
I know. But for Oliveira, he's a guy who deserves to be in this position. Whether or not he actually can make it to the other side.
He has earned his spot here. And, it's a very interesting thing right now. Khabib vacated the belt. Yep. He retired. Other contenders had all faced Khabib. You have two people who have not faced him. There is no blemish on either of their records coming from Khabib Nurmagomedov.
No.
This is a fresh fight for the belt, with neither man having fought for it. And I'm frankly fascinated to see how it goes, because again, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, tattooed Ben Falbo taking Charles Oliveira's gear.
There is so much bleach on screen right now.
It's love you, buddy. And I want to shout out Steph Sotilia's work here tonight.
Thank you,
for a
Steph.
great moderator,
Absolutely.
a fantastic personality, making sure Dan A. White didn't completely throw everything at us.
He threw shoes and was naked and flapped his felt dongle at us.
Ooh, Silver and Black 831 Steph. This is a good callback. Is that Jack Osborne on the left? For those who don't know, the reason why I got hired at the Opie and Anthony show as an intern 11 years ago, actually 13 years ago, is because I looked like Jack Osborne at the time.
I'd buy that for
I had
$1.
long hair, I was fat, and I was clean shaven.
Which makes you Jack Osborne 13 years ago. Congratulations.
Josh Forrester saying, thanks, Steph. And all 700 people, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for being here.
This fucking show has flown by.
Truly. And you know what? It's not the alcohol or the yucks. It's been the fights.
Yeah, the fights have been really good tonight. We have not had a shitty card. Steve Foley saying, hey guys, thanks for the play-by-play. You rock. Thank you.
Thank you. And sincerely, a big thank you to everyone for the kind words. It's my first show here, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be with you all.
It's fucking Greyhound, baby.
Oh, we gotta love it. But you know what? A show of respect for the two fighters.
Yep.
Both swagging and bragging by the American flag. Yeah.
Michael Chandler does look like he would run for Congress in 2022.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Matt Gaetz' face. Like that spitting image puppet.
You know, for a person who gets professionally punched in the face, he does not have a punchable face. Unlike Matt Gaetz, who has the most punchable face.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Oliveira 31, Chandler 35. Oliveira 5'10" to the 5'8" of Chandler, both at 155 pounds. That's championship weight for those playing along at home. But Oliveira not only with the height advantage, the reach advantage by 2.5 inches, 74 inches to 71.5 inches.
But a thing that is not put in the statistics there, how many times has Michael Chandler fought in a championship fight?
Too many times to count. Axel Oliveira saying, Matt Ryan tap out big tamales and tortas in the second round. I wish I could. I wish we had some time. There's a place called Gringo's Tacos in Jersey City that if it were open right now, they have a chicken and waffle taco.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
Yeah.
I would absolutely have that. I'm having a
me
mango
so
coconut
hungry.
sticky sour now.
I think you guys in the audience, in the studio here, would like to try that.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy that. It's a mango sticky sour.
It tastes like a mango Cinnabon. Anyone who wants to get in on it, have at. It's delicious. I just got back from North Dakota. I almost said Nebraska. Boy, are my arms tired. And I went to Drecker, which is a fantastic brewery, and they make this. It's really great, along with Untitled Art. If you like beer, check them out. They're dope. Do you want to give this a little sippy sip?
I'll give it a try.
Give it a sippy sip. It's good.
Oh my god.
To quote Kurt Angle yet again, it's good.
Yeah, it
It's damn
it tastes like a
good.
fucking Cinnabon.
Yeah. Ben Falbo looking at the beer like it may be his long-lost father. Who's to say?
Oh, look at me. I'm Ben. I have a dad. Lo-do-do-do-do.
This is the third time you've made that joke.
Because my daddy died!
So did mine. You don't see me bragging about it.
Fair enough.
Fuck me, that's delicious.
I know. My dad is probably not watching this. He doesn't like mixed martial arts.
Well, that's his loss.
But here we are. The announcement's being made.
The introduction's being made here tonight. And also, if you're wondering why we're not having masks on, we're both vaccinated and have been tested negative.
Yes.
So, Baba Booey.
Yeah. And the blood sharing that we do to stay young really just makes it a redundancy,
Indeed.
honestly.
Chandler saying, Brendan Torres is saying Chandler's going to try to pull a Brock Lesnar, what, main event WrestleMania?
Work only every couple of months.
Get diverticulitis?
German suplexes, baby!
Botch a shooting star press?
Oof.
Michael Chandler will botch a shooting star press if he wins. That is my bold
Why so
prediction.
serious saying, results are out, Khabib won.
Oh, no.
Bruno Mars is?
That's like the scene of the 90s. LOL, Khabib wins.
We're in the official introductions for our main event.
You love to see it. Gang, this has the big fight feel that you live for in mixed martial arts.
And both of these men looking at each other intently. Dan Miragliotta, a.k.a. the Pokemon evolution of Goldberg, is your official.
How the fuck dare you? I had water in my mouth. Fuck it. Two of the best fighters on the planet.
We're getting closer to 800 people watching us. We want to get to 1,000 by the end of this fight. Jonathan Roncone donating another $5 to the cause. What is wrong with you, man? And we are here in round one. Here we go. Chandler blocking a body kick. A leg kick by Oliveira takes down Chandler. Punches to the body by Chandler. Chandler in a bit of trouble here as Du Bronx trying to set it off.
That wide stance of Michael Chandler is leaving that lead leg open for the brutal front kicks and the leg kicks of Charles Oliveira.
Chandler with shots to the body, trying to go to the chest and waist. Chandler getting a leg kick again from Oliveira, but Chandler throwing some solid shots, throwing a left that could have killed the man.
His size difference looks so significant.
He looks like Little Mac. And a takedown attempt, guillotine attempt by Chandler. Chandler locking in the guillotine. Just in a minute gone by in round number one. Pardon me, 2 minutes.
He has the arms. Can he get the legs?
4-10, no, and broken by Oliveira. 4:08 left to go in the round. Chandler on the bottom here as Oliveira tries to transition into side control. Takes the back of Chandler, trying to stop it.
Can he defend? Can he defend against one of the great submission
Chandler
artists of the
has
UFC?
Oliveira takes Chandler back, trying to hook it in. Trying to hook in the RNC. Trying to end this fight a minute 15 into it.
Legs are hooked. This is a war to get that RNC
trying to backpack him here. Sorry, Brendan. Trying to backpack him here. 3:36 left to go in round number one. Oliveira in control, and it looks like Chandler is bleeding.
To his feet.
Backpacked! Backpack Chandler tried the back bump with Oliveira on his back. Chandler trying to fight out of it. He does. He breaks the attempt at the RNC, but he is still in trouble as he is grapevined by the long legs of Charles Oliveira.
The body lock is in on Michael Chandler, sapping his breath, sapping his energy, and he has a long 3 minutes to fight this off.
Chandler gets an elbow right to the cheek as Oliveira trying to break him down here and trying to pull the submission. Remember, 19 submission victories from Charles Oliveira in his career.
Fucking filthy, but this is also where championship experience comes in. When you've had those long fights, where you've had those later rounds, and when you've been in those deep waters, Michael Chandler is not panicking.
But Chandler pivots out of it and he's in top position, but a guillotine attempt from Oliveira. Oliveira on his back trying to break into Electric Boogaloo his way out of it, gets into a turtle shell, and Chandler on his feet, and the tide of this fight has turned like a Barbra Streisand movie. Punch to the midsection, up kick from Oliveira. Chandler now in control with 2:18 left to go in the round.
And we still have a lot of round left. Michael Chandler on his feet, kicking at the legs of Charles Oliveira, who is giving just the nicest little bicycle setups, but kicking your fucking knees in. And fucking Chandler throwing heavy.
Chandler eating a left hand to the jaw. Chandler coming in, lands a left.
Big
Oliveira
shots.
against the fence. Chandler.
He's feeling it.
Oh
my God.
is down. Chandler landing shots with impunity to the head of Oliveira.
This could be it.
1:45 left to go. Oliveira keeps the pressure away for a second. Now trying to pull for a triangle, and now wraps Chandler, who's in top position. 96 seconds. Holy shit.
Oh, as my grandma would say, oh my God, what a fucking fight.
Minute 27 left to go, and this is in the same way that popped me. This fight is popping off, and Chandler trying to pull for a triangle, elbow to the jaw from Chandler. Chandler trying to land emphatic blows to the face of
Chandler
Oliveira.
going for deep ground and pound while Oliveira is still pulling guard and trying to pull every submission attempt he can. He has 19 of them, Matt. He can pull it anywhere.
Oliveira looking like Macaulay Culkin after the Bees and My Girl with under a minute left to go, trying to end this one.
My God. Michael Chandler is still stuck in guard right now of Charles Oliveira, a submission specialist who honestly is doing a brilliant job of keeping Michael Chandler at bay.
From Chandler, and Chandler again with 38 seconds left to go, looking to pie out this motherfucker and take the belt home.
Chandler briefly had side control, but gets pulled in by the guard of Charles Oliveira, and he is
embraced more warmly than I've been by a woman in 4.5 years. In a cover now with 20 seconds left to go.
Do you need a hug?
No.
Okay.
I was being facetious, by the way. 15 seconds left to go.
It's been 5. No, I kid. 8 seconds left in the round as Charles Oliveira defends from his back.
He is beaten, bloodied, and scarred, and we will go to round number 2.
How the fuck do you score that? My God!
10-9 Michael Chandler.
Really?
The fucking, at the midway point, that whole fight just shifted.
Absolutely.
And the momentum towards Chandler.
Absolutely, but you cannot discount the way that Charles Oliveira nearly had his fucking neck in that rear naked choke, that RNC, not to be confused with something political. It was something beautiful.
Shout out to Brian Sawhill, who donated $4.99 at the cause. Bad Bogey saying 9-9. No, it's a 10-9 must system, bruh.
Michael Chandler coming back after that. This is grit, baby.
Hey, 1,000 people watching us right now across the Combat Culture Network. Salud, Bubba Boy.
We love to see it. Thank you very much for joining us. It's an honor, and sorry for slamming on the table. I'm going to be so conscious of that after the note. Thank you, note. We appreciate you. What a round. Gang, sound off in the chat. What do you think? Who do you think's got this? I'm still as confused as I was at the beginning.
Steve Foley says 10-9 Chandler. That's a fair one. Like, Dylan Kersey saying, amen, I'm sticking that Chandler third round TKO. Here we go with round number 2 of 5. Chandler's down! Throw right in from Oliveira!
But he's back up.
Oliveira loading off! Chandler back up! Chandler's chin being tested!
Chandler taking
Oliveira
shots!
Taking shots! Chandler takes him down again!
Chandler!
It's over!
Charles Oliveira
has just knocked Michael Chandler the fuck out, and he is your new UFC Lightweight Champion. He has jumped over the octagon, and I just think he kissed Joe Rogan and giving Dana White a dap. Charles Oliveira from the depths of hell has sent Michael Chandler back into the mid-card of the lightweight division.
God, we talked about grit with Michael Chandler outlasting that round after that rear naked choke attempt that fucking sapped him. But Charles Oliveira from the depths.
Charles Oliveira is now dancing around the octagon. He has just let out a decade of frustration. A guy who has been in the UFC since 2010 has had to sit through the classes above him, getting the title shots, and under the bright lights in his first pay-per-view main event.
It's out. Pulling off his inner Sandman, going through the crowd and greeting literally every motherfucker on the planet.
PJ Simpson donating $5 more to the cause.
You love to see it. This is the emotion. This is the beauty. This is why we follow mixed martial arts. Hot diggity fuck. Charles Oliveira pulling it out in the second. I'm very sorry for the immediate situational irony on the person who called Chandler in the third. Chandler in the third. Oh, no! But hot damn, at least it wasn't $500 betted on it. I'll take it.
Shout out to Shinto Ketchup who just subbed. Jonathan Ron Cohen, fuck me, I gotta go back to work and make some goddamn money.
I think I just filled my pant leg.
Oh.
Dear God.
What a fight.
What a fight.
What a motherfucking fight. And a respect from both fighters. Michael Chandler had that first round and then everything just went tits up.
It's like...
And Oliveira bowing to Michael Chandler. yo, let's run that one back.
Truly. I mean, it's
damn.
like Mother Teresa said, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face. She said that, right?
I think so.
Okay,
It was
good.
either her or Mike Tyson.
There we go. There we go. Oh my God, what a fight! And it was just such a clean shot. And Chandler scrambled in such a good fashion, but the pressure that Oliveira put on him.
Oliveira just stopped giving a fuck.
Straight
That
forward.
overhand right, back, in
Liddell
there, and
esque.
but the knee too. That left knee to the jaw. And they're showing the highlights of the other announcers.
The future Joe Rogan, DC, John Anik gifts are happening right now, baby.
And I think
He nearly had.
I think our reaction
head
was
over
on par with that.
Oh my good God, Charles Oliveira.
Charles Oliveira has gotten the TKO win in the first 15 seconds of round 2 to win the UFC lightweight title and bring the 155-pound crown to Brazil. Michael Chandler getting his first UFC loss. It is his 6th career loss.
Respectable. Truly one hell of a showing from Michael
Yeah.
Chandler. He's still going to be in the top 5
Yeah.
and could come back after.
I'm
maybe a couple
I'm
months.
happy to be wrong because the way that fight ended, Oliveira, just the emotion all over him.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And the hand of Charles
At
Oliveira
19
being
seconds
raised.
into the round, winner by TKO, Charles Oliveira, 2nd round TKO, the first man to hold the undisputed lightweight title since Khabib Nurmagomedov. And you can see the emotion on his face, holding on to that title. This man, after this is his 40th career fight. His 40th
What a
career fight,
beautiful
his
thing.
first title fight.
We love to see it.
And he gets the UFC lightweight title, embracing his coaches.
What I love about this is you could very clearly see Joe Rogan coming in for an interview, and he was just like, I'm too involved with Big Gold and all my friends who have golden bleached hair. It's all gold, and Baldy
hugging-
can wait till the end.
And hugging Joe Rogan is Charles Oliveira. Wow.
What a fight. What a championship victory. What a card.
What a night. Like, we'll recap it in a second. We'll take some questions in the chat if you guys want to hang out with us. We're down to hang out.
We're here.
Jude
We're
Pagano
living.
asking who would win, Khabib or Oliveira. You can't not go for Khabib in that.
Yeah,
Can't go against
yeah.
Khabib there.
There's a 0 losses versus an 8 losses thing, but it's honestly, Khabib's head is out of the game. Charles Oliveira's head is very clearly in the game. The man is streaking in a way that Dan A. White, he wishes he could.
Yeah.
But it's really something. Who the fuck can take down Charles Oliveira? And in a division of sharks, it has been a division of sharks. It has been a division of sharks. And who's waiting for him now? Who do we got?
Dustin Poirier, the winner of Poirier McGregor. We have so many people at 155 pounds. We have
The winner
a
of
potential
Poirier
fight with Justin
McGregor.
Gaethje.
Oh.
Justin Gaethje and Beneil Dariush.
Oh God, that's gonna be beautiful.
Like there is room at the top right now, and I cannot wait to see who is next for Charles Oliveira because that is a star-making fight.
Truly.
And the 155-pound division may not be the money-making division right now because of where Conor McGregor sits.
Mm-hmm.
But if Conor McGregor gets a win against Dustin Poirier,
Yeah.
holy shit, do
Yeah.
we have a ball game.
We really do.
I'm really excited to see what's next.
And you know what? I also think it is to give Dustin his due. I think the fact that Dustin Poirier has a win over Conor fucking McGregor puts him in that high-level pay-per-view selling contention.
Yep.
I want to see Poirier versus Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
I want to see Conor versus him. I want to see.
And now he has passed. Charles Oliveira has passed Donald Cerrone for the most finishes in UFC history with 17.
Well, now we need Donald Cerrone to go streak, and then.
Well, that's probably not going to happen.
It's surely gonna happen, man. I'm not in denial. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
I have so many
It's
feelings.
okay. It's okay.
God damn it. Love you, cowboy. He lost so much.
Let's take a look at the chat really quick.
Nerds.
Jeffrey Burton saying Bellator is no UFC. Oliveira got what he earned. We got Ashka Sharma joining us from India.
Cool.
The player guy, honestly, I don't think Justin will stand a chance with any of these guys. Interesting. Brandon Torres, he's got to fight. He's got to have to fight Khabib in the future, but Khabib is retired.
Khabib is retired. He doesn't have to fight anyone. Khabib is busy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Khabibing.
And shout out to everybody. We've raised $217 in the chat so far tonight.
That's
so
real
pretty
cool.
Awesome.
We'll throw that at something cool.
But what a night. What a card.
Yeah.
Just some surprising
They
situations.
knew it was my first night, and they wanted it to be real nice for me. Thanks, UFC. What an evening.
But Michael Chandler being interviewed, he's a consummate professional. He's shown up here in the last 10 or 11 years, and Michael Chandler showing respect here. It's not the end for him here.
Absolutely not. This was a competitive fight. Listen, you can take a straight right to the jaw from Charles Oliveira and have the best of chins and go down.
Yeah.
And you know what? In my opinion, that's what the fuck happened tonight. I mean, Michael Chandler has such amazing movement and such amazing stand-up, but it happens.
Yeah.
It happens, and I'm not saying that is luck. I am saying that is skill. At this point, at this level, that is skill. And Charles Oliveira deserves all the credit in the world. But Michael Chandler, he's going to be around. I'm not worried about him. Who do you give Chandler next?
You know what? Chandler Dariush. Or maybe Chandler Tony Ferguson. Both of these guys coming off a loss. Ferguson needing an emphatic win. And it resets Chandler to set him up for another title fight.
I don't
or
like
a Connor,
that.
or a
I don't
Connor
like that
fight, or a
for
Poirier
Tony.
fight.
I don't like that fight for Tony right now.
Nobody likes that fight for Tony. Not even Michael Chandler.
I want Tony to take a year.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want Tony to take a year. It's change of camp, see someone like a sports psychologist or something, because like a hot damn, it was such a shellacking of a performance going back to our co-main event, which exciting as hell, but also sad if you were a Tony Ferguson fan, which I am. What an evening of fights.
Certainly. A great evening, a fun evening. One of those nights where you're just, as an MMA fan, really glad you got to watch it. I'm glad to watch it not only with you, Brendan, not only with Steph and Ben.
But with the 1,000 people that we have?
Of course, with everybody who watched us tonight across combat culture. Jonathan Roncone asking, where's Colby Covington? Who cares?
Who cares?
Fuck Colby Covington.
Fuck Colby Covington. That is the official stance of yelling!
That's right.
On MMA Mania.
Yeah, and combat culture and bloody elbow. And you know what? We'll wrap things up here as we get closer to 1 a.m. It's been a fun night. ZZ Flyer saying, hi, Matt. Chandler is not at the Oliveira level. We just saw that tonight. But he had a great first. Chandler got the first round.
Chandler had the first round, showed grit, fought off a rear naked choke that would have taken most men. You do not sell Chandler short.
Chandler can take on Dustin or the loser of Poirier McGregor 3, according to Herking DOB 18. And Jonathan Roncone saying he's a great fighter regardless of politics. He's boring and he can't cut a promo.
Who?
Colby Covington. He can't cut a promo to save his life.
No. Colby Covington sucks.
He can wrestle, but against anybody with a solid punch. Brooke Chamberlain, has the main event started yet? Oh man, you've missed a lot.
The main event hasn't started yet. Keep watching. It's very exciting. Definitely put your money on Michael Chandler. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Charles Oliveira getting the win and the UFC lightweight title via TKO in the second round, 19 seconds in. Brian Sawhill saying, thanks, guys. You truly are a gift. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for the kind words. It's been delightful.
But we'll wind things down here. Brendan, your final thoughts before we take things on.
My final thoughts are that we just saw what is arguably one of the best cards that I've seen on pay-per-view. And to just say to anyone, if you are finding yourself on the cusp of buying a UFC pay-per-view where you're like, I don't know anyone, it tends to be just a series of amazing
but
fights.
You could also just watch it with us. I know some people were watching it tonight with the commentary muted and listening to us.
Which I think is the best method. would.
Yes.
Personally. But my final thoughts on this are Michael Chandler will come back. Charles Oliveira got a well fought out victory. God damn am I sad for Tony Ferguson. God damn am I excited for Beneil Dariush.
Yeah.
It's been an exciting series of fights. I appreciate you all having me and you having me,
Of
Matt.
course. Thank you, man.
And I hope to be back. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's no worries on that. I don't make the rules around here, but I had a fun time. Steph, you have a fun time?
Yes.
Ben, you have a fun time?
Whoa.
Olive is asleep, so we can't ask her.
Olive also doesn't
And
speak English.
That is
fluently.
true. You've been a better option than Brendan Schaub. It's not a high bar.
Yeah.
But-
Stepping over it. Fuck you, the superior Brendan. Fight me.
You don't want to fight him.
No, don't fight me. Fuck. That was bad.
Yeah.
He's gonna see this.
Yeah. What was better to watch, 261 or 262? Well, 261 had like some amazing fights on it.
It might have been 261, honestly.
Yeah.
I
This card over-delivered, though. This card
Yeah.
over-delivered.
That's what I
But
was-
look at the top 5 of the UFC lightweight rankings. I know we need to go off the air, but Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, then you've got Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, and Conor McGregor. Good goddamn, that's a top 5.
Yeah, that's an incredible top 5 that's about to be shifted the fuck up after tonight's events.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lightweight division is the division that I do not want to be in. Actually, most of these divisions. I'd fight at flyweight at my weight. I'd be comfortable with that.
Yeah. ZZ Flyer, Matt, you are a potential promoter extraordinaire. Make it happen. Well, Catalyst Wrestling every Wednesday at 7:30 on Fight.
I hear they have the most handsome ring announcer. on
You
that
know,
show.
I've heard similar rumors.
Yeah.
And some pretty good managers, too.
Hey.
Just one.
Just
really,
one?
Really good one.
And then that other guy who died in that unicycle accident.
That's good booking. Thank you, everyone, for being with
On
us.
on that note, everybody, that's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan for Stephanie Sotilli and all of us here at Combat Culture. We'll see you at UFC 263. So long from the Garden State.
Mars.
Yes.